What's up, everybody? Listen, man, we here with a special guest, man. If you don't know, we're my guy, Retro Reggie, Mr. All Things Retro himself. Welcome to the pod, my boy.
Appreciate you having me.
Sure.
I'm just a regular guy. That's all. I'm just a regular guy.
Hey, y'all, he live, man. And you know my dog, the Juice, man, with us. You feel me? And y'all host, favorite host in the world, Young Top, man. So listen, Reggie, I can't even put you in a category. You know, I'm just gonna say hustler, influencer, hustler, entrepreneur. Man, I'm just gonna say hustler, man. That's just how I can categorize.
You hustler.
Yeah, so that's the only
For
way.
sure.
So we gonna get into the early part of your life. You know, where you from? Where did you grow up?
Okay. So I was born downtown in the Cochran though. Stayed down there for a few years. But ultimately, might as well say I was just raised in the Ville though. I grew up in the Ville, Newstead, Tandy, all that kind of stuff is what I call home. You know, so that's kind of where I'm from and where I grew up at. Mom's still there, you know. Mom say the only way she gonna leave there is if she could pick up her house and take it with her. So yeah, that's the Ville. That's pretty much home.
So,
pretty much home.
And you grew up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else. Mm-hmm. I know you had hoop dreams.
Of course.
As far as you know, you thought about, all right, man, I'm finna go to the league with this type of hoop dreams, or you was just like, man, I just fell in love with the game. I just like watching whatever.
I fell in love with the game, but I had hoop dreams too.
Yeah.
You know, but I kind of start being real with myself when I start understanding that I wasn't as good as I thought I was, or I wasn't as good as I was told that I was. And one thing that I had realized that it's a whole big old world outside of St. Louis. And when you start going to them camps and stuff like that, you know, I'm gonna tell you something that's real. I ain't never been able to dunk in my life.
You ain't never dunked.
I'm a die, not dunking. That hurt. That hurt. I have no hops. None. Man, so that alone made me realize that NBA dreams is not in my future because I can't even get on the rim. What I'm gonna do in the league?
Hey, I'm crying,
for real, you know.
Say he ain't
never dunked in my life.
I ain't never threw the hoop and just went up and
nothing. No, I barely smacked the backboard on the layup, man. It's a struggle, you know what I'm saying? And then just playing with guys growing up, like, you know, of course, Mo, Tommy, all them guys, like, I just realized I was just a specialist. Yeah. Just shoot the ball.
Don't make it. You got that pearl. Yeah. I remember even growing up, you know, watching, you know, who, and I used to see you on the squad. Like you said, you had that jumper.
Yeah.
I forgot another dude name, but I was always ready to shoot.
Yeah. And that just ended up being my thing. And I just realized I was good enough to play with guys like that. Now, we ain't grew up in like a social media world. So I probably could have went to school somewhere if we knew about film and all that kind of stuff then, because everybody could use a shooter, but I probably would have had to play alongside talent like Mo or Tommy or even people from my side that was gonna create for me to get the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I think I realized about sophomore year of high school, going into junior year, when you go to like ABCD camp and stuff like that, and you, man, I can't compete with these guys. Like, so yeah, it was coming back to St. Louis. It was like, and I played football too. Mm-hmm. You know, I played football because I liked it. I ended up being good at football, but it was only gonna take me so far.
What position?
I was a D-back and running back. Probably the slowest D-back and running back you know. Slowest D-back and running back you know too. You know, but I was effective, and I actually got a scholarship to play football. Small school, but hey, money is money.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, man, I just realized that, and I ain't had a work ethic some of these guys had, because it was probably people that was less talented than me that probably made it farther than me because they just work hard. You know. My problem was somebody told me I was good. You know, he shoot that thing. I'm good enough to make it there. I can shoot. I'm good then. You know, let's go. Yeah, they don't tell you you none of that. And then, like I said, man, as you start getting into the fold of things, you about to graduate high school, you looking for, damn, ain't nobody gonna pick me up. I ain't got no offers, no none of that. You know, and then it start to set in. It's like, okay.
What high school you went to?
I went to Cardinal River.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Cardinal River. Yeah.
Man, what's your most memorable high school moment in basketball or football? Like, I know you hit a big shot, cross something, you know.
I'm gonna speak on basketball because a lot of people know my basketball story when it come to Cardinal Ritter. My first 2 years I had Preston Thomas as our head coach, and then he ended up taking a job with the Globetrotters. So we ended up getting a new coach. He wasn't really too fond of me, and I wasn't too fond of him. I just leave that at that, you know. But I played football. We ended up having some good football years. So I was coming into basketball season late, you know. So when we got the new coach, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't see the floor in basketball. I don't know what he had against me and a couple other players, man. We ain't see the floor. Didn't see the floor. But we had a game down at the Kill Center. It was still called the Kill Center at the time. Or maybe they had just changed it right to Savage Center. But when they used to have the MLK shootout, we was playing against SLU. We was getting our ass kicked. To SLU, bro. Slow ass white boys. I hate to put it like that, but we was getting our ass kicked. And I'm sitting at the end of the bench, bro, and it's like I heard my name, but I don't hear my name.
Hey, the crowd was chanting your name.
I don't even know if it was a crowd, but you know, I'm at the end of the bench, and all I heard is Reggie. Maybe I'm down there yapping with my teammates or something. Then I just heard the rest of the bench like, Reggie. I'm like, huh? What's up? What's up? Me? I done took off my shirt. So they put me and my partner Rodney in at the same time. Rodney was cold. Rodney was cold. Like I don't know what was the discord between us and the new coach, but somebody told me in my later years that helped me understand it, and it was kind of just like y'all was Preston guys. You know, he wanted his guys. You know, and that kind of made sense to me, but at the end of the day, his guys still had time. They was younger. You know what I'm saying? But we got in that game at SLU. And I told Rodney, I say, don't pass me that ball. It's going up. I don't give a damn what happened, where I'm at, who guard me. It's going up. It's going up. So SLU hit a bucket. I took the ball out. Rodney tried to pass it back to me to run point guard. I passed that motherfucker right back there. I already told you what's going on.
Going to my spot.
Going to my spot, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got across half court. I bullshit you not. He passed me that motherfucker. That motherfucker went up. Wow, nothing but net.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we went down. We got to stop. Came back down. Wow, nothing but net.
2 in a row.
Man, went back down. Hear me out. Went back down. I got to steal playing the passing lane. You know how motherfuckers go get layup? Remember I told you I couldn't dunk or nothing, but I could shoot.
So you put up 3.
Back in that day, it wasn't really no such thing as stopping on fast break shooting a 3.
You ain't stopping.
I stopped on the fast break, shot a 3. None but net. I got 9 points in 30 seconds.
Oh, you got the Team Mac.
No bullshit. I got 9 points in 30 seconds.
How much was y'all down?
We was probably down like 17. But listen, I'm finna tell you. I got like 9 points in like 30 seconds. We go down a couple more possessions. Neither team score. So maybe it's about a minute 45, 2 minutes now. I hit another shot, another 3. I got like 12 in 2 minutes.
Lit it up.
SLU called timeout. You know, you went to the sideline. Everybody, yeah. The coach, he ain't look my way. He ain't look my way. He ain't gave me no doubt. Nothing.
He hated.
Nothing.
That nigga hated.
He look at his guys. He say, y'all gonna let this happen? Y'all gonna let this happen? So me and Rodney, we geek. You know how you come out the timeout, you do your little 1, 2, 3, break. Defense, whatever you want to call. Man, motherfucker, the sub be out, bro. I'm walking back out on the court. I just know it's lit. We here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker tap me on the shoulder like, I got you. I'm like, you got me? I'm like, never seen the floor again because after that game, I kind of exploded, and it just went downhill from there. And then that was kind of like a wrap in my corner of the basketball career, which I still had football going for me, so it was cool. But that was like one of them moments that it was just like, I can't defeat this person. And, you know, and I had a chance. Antioch Baptist Church, let me tell you another quick story. Antioch Baptist Church is a block away from my mama's house right now to this day. It's literally a block from Tandy. My mama stay around the corner from Tandy. The church a block away from Tandy. The coach was talking to me one day. He's like, man, I think you should come to church with me one day.
It's the head coach though.
This the head coach.
It's the one that had you on the parlay for the under.
Yeah.
You fucked this parlay up.
Fuck this parlay up. You know.
He said come to church with
Say
me.
you should come to. And I thought about it. I was like, man, if that's what I got to do to play, I'm going to do it. Right. I'm going to do it. That Sunday came. Mind you, I could walk to the church.
Yeah.
Take me 2 minutes to walk to the church. I hadn't never told my mom this or nothing, you know, but I got up that morning, and I was like, I ain't going. I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, because I work my ass off in practice and shit every day. I got good grades. You know, I do what I'm supposed to do as a kid. So why
extra stuff.
Yeah, why am I in this predicament to have to be like this? What did I do to you? You know, I had braids and stuff, but he was an old school coach. He didn't let you have braids, but he'll let you wear your afro and stuff. I wasn't cutting my hair. Then y'all remember the big Turkishes back in the day? Big Turkish chains? I had a big Turkish chain.
Yeah, like
So,
too flash.
yeah, he used to think I was in I ain't in no streets, man. Like my mama bought me that. I don't even know if this real. You know what I'm saying? So that day I just chose not to go. Because it's just like, what you ending me up like this for? I ain't did none of you. And then from there one day, man, we had an article in the school paper and all kind of shit, bro. We was rebellious, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what fucked us up though, because we had a point. You always got a point when shit ain't going real good. But you know what solved everything? Winning. Them niggas start winning, and when they start winning, whatever gripes we had, that shit was out the window. Shit was over with. So I just separated myself from it. And I just took what came along with it. I probably could have got a scholarship. Remember the Trotters back in the day? I probably could have got basketball, Rick, or scholarship from Trotters. But like I said, that's back when we ain't know about film and social media. You could have sent my Trotters film to anywhere. Oh, he a shooter. Anybody could use one of them. You know, but we ain't know no better back then. We ain't know no better back then. We just hooping.
Nowadays, like you say, it's highlights. It's highlights.
It's everything.
Middle school.
Make it look good. Niggas don't even be that good. But the
you.
tape look good.
All you got to do is clip it up 60 seconds.
But the clip look good.
Put that bitch on TikTok.
You go somewhere, anywhere.
Man, so you got, and our brands are both, you know, I say similar as far as names. We got Retro Worldwide, and you got All Things Retro. Being so close, I always hear people, you know, putting our brands together or, you know, confusing them. But I want to know, how did you come up with, you know, All Things Retro? Like, what age you was, and what made you say, man, I'm finna dip into fashion?
So, actually, before I started All Things Retro, I had a brand called Kicks of My Life. I was a little younger at the time. I want to say maybe mid-20s or whatever the case may be.
You had both of y'all, for real.
And I didn't really know much about the game then. I didn't really know much about how to create and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of new to it, but I knew I was into shoes. I've always been into shoes. Anybody could tell you that about me.
How many shoes you think you got right now? You have to put a number to it. How many shoes you think in your closet?
600 maybe. 600, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, somewhere. I did a contest on my Instagram story not too long ago that said I give somebody $100 if they could guess how many shoes I got within 10 pairs. You know, and there was people that came close, but they just went within the 10 pair. It was like they was close. I probably should have rewarded it because it was somebody that was like within 15 pair. But then I end up telling her, and she ain't believe me. You know, and people be like, so bro, I've been doing this for a long time.
Right.
I done probably sold more shoes out of my own closet than people ever owned in their life.
And what size you wear?
10 and a half.
Oh, perfect.
10 and a half.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I wear 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Hey, look though, I always joke with my uncles. I'll be like, yo, you know y'all hit a certain age, you ain't gonna want to wear Jordans.
Yeah.
You gonna want to wear New Balances and all that.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm a 10 and a half. You hear me?
Yeah. So then the shoe game was really popping. And I just knew, like, man, if I could just make clothes that match shoes, like, that's lit. And just put my own spin on it. You know, I was married at the time, and I was going through things in my marriage and stuff like that I really just didn't focus on what I really wanted to focus on. And I ain't had that support in that marriage that I wanted to do that kind of stuff or whatever the case may be, and then just working and just dealing with turmoil and stuff like that. It just wasn't really hitting like I wanted it to hit. And then when I got up out of that, how I ended up getting the name Retro was it's this little kid. I didn't even know the little kid, but I would see him at Woles or Tandy all the time. He used to just call me Retro all the time because he's like, man, that's the dude Retro. He got all the shoes. He got all the shoes. You know, I probably owe him some money and stuff because I done trademarked all things retro and all that. So I probably owe him some money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to call me Fresh Kicks Reggie. That's what they used to call me. You know, and then I just ran with the retro thing. I was like, I like that now. Retro, I like that little spin, you know. So, and then dealing with like jerseys and all that kind of shit I'm into. I'm 41 years old. That's just what I like. That's just what I do, what I'm into. And one day I was just talking to myself. And I was just like, man, I got all kind of shit retro. Yeah. And I was like, all things retro. And then there was a lady that I was dating at the time, and she kind of helped me out with a whole lot of stuff. Shout out to her. She really put me in the game, like really put me over the top. So I ran this idea by her. I was like, all things retro. What you think about that? I was like, they already call me retro. So what you think about all things retro? And she was like, let me get the trademark lawyer on the phone right now. Yeah, she called. And we spent it from there. We spent it from there. So then I started creating. I started hiring designers. Even that's a headache because, like you say, people about the credit thing before we was talking earlier. You pay people to do the work, and then they don't want to send you the work. And it's like, I paid you up front. No deposit, no in full. You can't give me a letter? Come on, don't run out on me like that. You know what I'm saying? So then you start learning about manufacturers and all that kind of stuff. And then I just hit the ground running. And then
when was your first drop? You remember what it was? Like,
man, my first drop was I remember my very first drop. My very first drop, I used to do these hoodies with chenille patches. And I just used to put all things retro, chenille patches on the front of the hoodie. But what I used to do, I used to let people design their own colors though. Now I used to tell them like, you got to pre-order because it's gonna take time, you know. But you could design it how you want. I made a killer thing. I used to charge $100 for them hoodies. We talking 2018. They used to charge $100. You know,
it was unheard of.
$100 for a hoodie from a local guy. Motherfucker ain't want to put $100 in your pocket up front too.
Exactly.
Up front too. You know what I'm saying? But when they were seeing them, I was like, man, can you make them in? I can make the letter, whatever you want, whatever color. But you got to give me, because I ain't ironing nothing on. You got to give me some time to make the patches. And I got you, but it's all gonna be good when you know how long it's gonna take, man. Just give me 3 weeks tops. 3 weeks tops. It may be sooner, but just give me 3 weeks tops. Oh man, I want 3 of them. Oh, they used to rock with me with them chenille patches, and I got the chenille patch idea from my dude William Moore's Fashion Galleries. So shout out to him, man, because he kind of helped me with a lot of stuff, you know. And I asked him one time, because he was doing chenille on his line and stuff like that. And I didn't really know what it was. But I knew I had bought product from him. And it just had this material. And I was like, what is this? This shit hard. Like, what is this? And I just hit him one time. He was always cool, but I ain't never know. You know how people be about that. You know what I'm saying? Cats be gatekeeping. I ain't never been that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he was my guy. He always been my guy. But I ain't know if I was in a position with him to say, hey, bro, can you give me the plug on these facts?
Yeah.
You know, one day I just went for it.
Worst thing you can say is no.
Yeah, one day I just went for it. No questions asked. He sent me all the info I needed.
That's real.
He sent me size and dimension info. This
yeah,
probably how
real,
you want to do it.
Yeah, that's real.
All that. Even bought a couple of them from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just hit the ground running.
Oh, yeah.
So my first official drop was of course Bread Ones came out. So
perfect shoe.
what's perfect shoe,
Perfect shoe.
black and red.
You know everybody can tell.
Yeah, and I had just made like some screen printed t-shirt, baseball style t-shirts and stuff like that. And people was rocking with it. And I think the biggest thing on why people rock with me when it come to that kind of stuff is because I ain't selling no fluff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't all things dope.
Yeah, on me.
Like, I can't be all things dope. You don't know me for no dope.
Yeah.
That ain't never been no thing of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's like when they see that and then the shoes just kind of take over, they see that.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So they like, that's him. Yeah. So I can rock with that because they just feel like I ain't selling no fluff. So it just be easy to do.
And you so relatable too. Like, it's easy for, anybody that's following you on social or know you in real life, and they see, man, like you said, this person, he really living his lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to support him. It's positive.
Yeah.
It's dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's, like you said, it's more than anything. The shirt, it could be the dopest shirt in the world. Niggas won't buy it.
Yeah.
But if it's something behind it, a lifestyle, a meaning, that's what get people to, you feel me?
Yeah, and that be the biggest thing on a lot of stuff, bro. Like, my thing to anybody is just to create, bro. Yeah. Like, if you got some type of slogan or anything, it's funny because I was watching Instagram earlier, and this cooking dude, he just be coming across my thing all the time. And every time I listen to him talk, he just be like, look at that right there. Look at that right there. Yeah. And I just be like, he should put that on the shirt, bro. He need to put that on the shirt. Because as I read his comments, that's what everybody be referring him to. Like, man, he gonna cook up some shit. He gonna go, look at that right there. But he got that southern accent and stuff. Like, he need to put that on the shirt.
A lot of people don't be understanding that.
Don't be understanding that
aspect.
Yeah. And so I be wanting any and everybody to just man, whatever your name is, whatever slogan you got, whatever, you see how the big people do it.
Yeah.
Little baby them, everybody starts saying twin. What he gonna do? Yeah. I'm gonna make an album called Twin. All that that's all they do. They just spin it off the culture. Yeah. The culture is the culture. So just take advantage of the culture.
That's what I did. Like when I came out with the lemonade, everybody was talking about what you gonna name? Juice. That's what my name is. I ain't like you. So a lot of times people overthink stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, you got an idea of a product or something you want to sell. Oh, what I'm gonna name it? Man, you can name it the most simple. The simple shit nowadays wins. Yeah. You know, when before you had to be creative and like you might give it a name that it means this in African. Yeah. So, I'm gonna be straight up. That's what it is. You take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, you know, I got to know you through the sneaker game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't remember what year it was, but it's been some years now. And then obviously we, connected on social media and stuff after that. But we know how the shoe game was then and how it is now. Like, what's your thoughts on the shoe game, where it stands now? And, it's a lot of different new fads in it. Like, what's your thoughts on it? Because I personally, like, of course, releases that come out that I gotta have, I get them. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't have the same love for it that I used to have.
I kind of feel the same way you feel, but I'm kind of okay with where it's at now because a lot of people didn't maybe have like maybe the connections that we had. Mm-hmm. I've always had some love because back in the day I worked at Street Legends. Yeah. I worked at Prime Soul. Mm-hmm. So I always had some love on. I had peoples that worked at DTLR and stuff like that. Yeah. So I ain't always have to put in that work. Yeah. I kind of, Reggie, I got your 10 and a half. Yeah. That's all I can do for you, but I got your 10 and a half. Right. For me, that ain't. You got my 10 and a half.
Hey, that used to be my cheat code too, though. When shoes came out, I used to be like, give me that 10 and a half. Yeah. Because niggas want 10 or 11. Yeah. Give me 10 and a half.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, as long as you got my pair, I can't help you. You give me, I'm good. So kind of how they releasing stuff now. I'm kind of okay with it for the people that want it, but maybe I don't necessarily say you got to put in the legwork. You at least got to get up and go to the store. You know, if you don't want to pay extra, it's in the store. You just got to get up and go. You might have to take a couple trips, but they plentiful now. They plentiful now. You know what I'm saying? So reselling is down. I ain't never personally been a reseller myself.
Right.
If I wanted it that bad, I'd probably pay for it. But one thing I learned about the sneaker game some years back is shoes ain't gonna never stop releasing.
Nah.
So for one that you miss, suck it up. Just wait till the next one.
Yeah, it's gonna come back.
And they gonna come back. They gonna come back. Now the only downfall I'm disappointed in myself with being, and I ain't gonna necessarily say disappointment because I am an actual collector, but a lot of the shit I wish I had wore instead of saving it because they spinning the block on it 2-3 times, and I'm my dumb ass. What I need 4 pair of infrared 6s for. But that's just my thing. So I got 4 pair of infrared 6s.
Exactly.
But I ain't wore neither one of these motherfuckers. So now I'm like, I just gotta wear this shit. This shit going straight to foot now. I don't care about none of that. So you know, so it's in a good place for the consumer. It may be in a bad place for the collector, but I still think it's a win-win for everybody.
Okay.
And if you have to give your top, let's say top 3.
That's tough.
Top 3
shoes?
Yeah. Top 3 shoes of all time, though. What would be your top 3 list?
Ooh, man.
That's a tough one. And it ain't just gotta be.
I'm gonna just go with collection. And what I mean by collection is I'm gonna just like pennies. The penny, whatever 1 through however many he brought out, those are probably my favorite collection. Then you could go Jordans. That's probably my favorite collection as a whole, because it's just kind of hard to single it out with one shoe, you know. And then the early Nike basketball. Well, I shouldn't say early. I should say back when the All-Star collections and shit was popping. Like when you look forward to All-Star releases, Black History Month releases, stuff like, you know, they bringing the Galaxy foams back out and stuff like that. So, I mean, those kind of releases when you had the Galaxy KDs. Every year you looked forward to a Christmas Bron, a Christmas Kobe, a Christmas KD. So that was probably my favorite time of sneakers right there. That was a lit time, you know. But my favorite all time shoe, I'm gonna just give you one. It's just the Jordan 11. But it's not even for. Crazy enough is I don't even like how the Jordan 11 look when you wear it. You know, like it don't look right.
I feel what you're saying.
It don't look like.
It's good in your hand.
Yeah, it's good in your hand. But I don't like. You have most of them shoes that you could, like the Jordan 5. You could tuck this behind the tongue. You took the jeans behind the tongue. But that Jordan 11, it don't really hit like that to me. But in your hand, it's like that's that one. That's that one.
What colorway we going with?
It don't matter. But the bread will probably be my top. Space Jam will probably be my next. That cool gray, a motherfucker though. That cool gray. The Columbia, my least favorite. But some of the newer colorways I like too. The Cherry 11, 72 and 10. But if it's 11, it's 11. My least favorite color that everybody be hyped about is the Gamma 11.
I be saying the
I hate the Gamma 11. I fucking hate the Gamma. I don't understand what they like about the Gamma 11, but
I feel like I don't know. I was in high school when them came out, so it just kind of bring me back to high school. So I think I might grab them again.
I am too.
Just because.
Yeah. What's your favorite Jordan shoe? I was gonna have to ask you.
Like model or colorway?
It could be model. It could be model.
I'm gonna give you my all-time favorite is the Playoff 13.
Okay.
Like that's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Vegas a couple years ago, they had them in Urban Necessities. I grabbed them. I already had a pair. I said I got it. They was dead stock. I said I gotta get them.
Yeah.
You know, so Playoff 13 off the rip. But I'm kind of more like him. Like that's why I asked that question, because like with the shoe game, it's like a different type of respect. Like it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, if we go to the the sneaker gatherers now and shit, man, you're gonna see a bunch of Panda Dunks. You're gonna see.
I don't own no Dunks. They just ain't been my thing.
I got some Dunks. I got certain pair of color. It's the colorways for me that I might like. Like, oh, that's a nice colorway. It's dope. You know what I mean? But like as far as like now, like I said, you're gonna go to me and Panda Dunks. Everybody got the white and the black Supreme Force. Yeah, they got 20 pair of them at the table. Yeah. But I'm kind of like more like how you were saying, like the pennies. Yeah. Like it's only certain people like me, you, Joe Jack. It's only certain people I know that got pennies. Shout out Joe Jack. You know what I'm saying? Or phones. Yeah. Or like I got, they just started coming back out with, Dion coming back out with his. Mm-hmm. But I got some that I had in high school. Yeah. And guess where I got them from? The Nike outlet in Chesterfield. Yeah. Wasn't nobody on them. Yeah. So it's like a different respect I be having for certain people. Like I said, you, Joe Jack, and other people that's in the sneaker side that we know. That be really, you can tell who really got a love for sneakers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because we had stuff even when it wasn't really hype. Right. You know what I'm saying? To where now it's the cool thing to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people wasn't nobody trying to get no pennies and shit. No, wasn't nobody trying to get no pennies. You know what I'm saying? But you could go in the store and get a $200 pair of phones anytime you wanted to. Because they was $200 and they was sitting there. Yeah. Like what was it? Foot Action USA. Yeah, all that. Athlete's Foot. All that. Like, wasn't nobody getting that type of stuff. So it's just like, that's my problem with it. Is just like I don't have no problem with the access. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was getting bad. People was getting killed over shoes. Like, it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even mad that they making enough pair for everybody to get. The one part I did used to like was camping out. I did like camping out. Because I met a lot of, and I was young though, because like I said, I'm 27, so I was camping out when I was 27, Juice? Yeah. So I was camping out when I was like when I first started driving, that's when I first, even before that, I was getting dropped off, shit like that. But when I first started driving, that's when I was really moving around different stores and shit. And you meet a lot of dope people. Facts. I'm sure I do, and I'm sure you do. You got friends that you still speak to now that you might have met 12 years ago. Y'all camping out at the Mills Mall, you know what I'm saying? And then, you at that motherfucker at 3 in the morning, so you might sit next to this nigga for an hour before you say something to him. But at so long, hey, man, what you, you know what I'm saying? What size you wear? Yeah. And then it dives into a whole nother situation where y'all get each other number after you just seen them the third time. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And you build relationships, through the sneaker game and shit like that. And it's just not like that no more, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just transactional, you know what I'm saying? I know this dude, he gonna get the resale. I'm just gonna pay that. Or It's just, I don't know. That's the weird part of it to me. No, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's all right. I feel you on that to the fullest.
Man, how y'all feel about, like, let's just say, people that's not in the culture running these sneaker shops and stuff? You know what I mean?
They just knew where the money was at. Yeah, and you can't necessarily be mad at them because they just capitalizing off the paper. Yeah. They ain't got no knowledge about it or whatever the case may be. But the money is important. Yeah. If you got the capital and the connects to get you a whole size run of Red October Yeezys, then what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I know a lot of guys that, like you said, never owned a pair of Jordans. Damn near ever. Yeah. And they got sneaker stores. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All they resellers now. Yeah. I'm just like, damn, bro.
And it's just the back end and then the money. And then if you could get like I said, if you could get the connects, that's going to get you a whole 2 size runs or whatever Travis Scott's drop. You good.
But like you said, gatekeeping though. It's a lot of that going on too. Like I remember when the whole bot thing first started, I was trying to get one and I wasn't even really, I might have got to the point of trying to resell just because it's like if I'm spending money, I might as well make something. But at the same time, I really just wanted to make sure I can get what I want. And I ain't even realized that you couldn't just go in there to buy. Yeah. You got to know somebody. Know somebody.
And you know what I used to do, Juice? Because I wasn't really into reselling, but I did used to try to get a couple extra pairs just to pay for my shoes. Yeah. That was it. Like I probably try to get $40 off each pair just to pay for my shoe.
I used to do the same thing, especially like I said, because I was moving around heavily in high school trying to get shoes. So that's what I would do is like try to get an extra pair. That way I ain't really breaking my pockets and shit like that. And another thing, like what's your one shoe or maybe multiple that you can think of that you sold that you wish you did? Because I got a list of shit that I sold. Like looking back at old pictures, because I've been wearing the same size since I'm gonna say sophomore year of high school.
I've been at the same size since about freshman.
Yeah, so somewhere around there, and I look back at pictures of shoes that I sold, bro, and I just be sick to my stomach. Because if I wanted them now, which I got to wait to afford them now, but it's just like, man, I had that shoe, and now I got to pay $1,000.
Yep. Ooh, man.
Like you had one shoe you could think off on top of your head that you sold that you regret, that you haven't got back yet. Because there's some that I went and purchased again, but
I'm gonna go with the Yeezy one, the Nike Yeezy one.
You had
the
them?
Blink. Yeah.
Ooh wee.
Yeah. That's the one. And I didn't know what it was until I saw what it was when it became what it was. And yeah, that hurt. That hurt. That might be the one that hurt.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Oh, damn, you had that. That motherfucker. What's the value on that right now?
That's all right.
6,000 or something crazy.
Gonna be over this way.
No,
Well,
6,000 or something crazy.
Next time you gotta work.
Look at Pee-wee for that.
Can you make it over here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Still with the headphones on.
With the energy, man. Man, I think, man.
All right, but yeah, we can do it
Man, what
tomorrow.
the fuck I have? The
All
Turtle Doves for sure. They probably ain't too crazy though. But the Turtle Dove Yeezys for sure. I think somebody stole. A lot of my shit that I was happy about, I stole. I remember I first got to Concord, bro. Nigga broke in my car that same day. Stole my shit.
Why you leaving? You put them in the trunk,
bro. I don't even know what happened, gang. Listen, I bought the high top and the low top same day. I met up a dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was doing, fool. Left him in my car overnight. Was gone. I down there fought the whole city about that.
That'll happen to a lot of people though, man. You gotta be when you move around with them shoes.
That's not a dog. Hey man. Hey bro, I'm driving down the street, bro. I see I'm blowing. You got the headphones on. I could have rolled up on you, bro.
What they gonna do?
You ain't had that dog. You had a different dog.
Nah, I had this.
Is that the dog?
Man.
That's a dog.
The YN's gonna get him.
Man, they respect me too much.
The YN's take you and the dog with you.
What's up, Perry, Reggie?
What's up, man? What's up with it?
How they treat you over there?
Man, they treated me real good over there. I almost felt like I was on the max contract.
They sure say you on tour, man.
Hey.
They say you well travel.
Man, we outside.
Still made it to the daughter party,
Yeah, can't miss that. Can't miss that at all.
Oh, man, because you went from, where you go, from Cancun, right?
Cancun. I came back here for a day and went to Paris the next day.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And like you said, how was your time in Paris, though?
Man, Paris was nice, man. Paris. People tell you these things, and that's just the first thing you think about when you get there.
Yeah.
So when I was mentioning I was going to Paris, people like to say, "Oh, Paris stink, it's dirty, this and that, this and that." So got to the airport, and yeah, that motherfucker was funky. I ain't gonna really lie. The airport, I'm gonna tell you. Like, that smell like all piss in this motherfucker. Like, what is going on? But what I noticed in Paris airport, they allow homeless people in the airport. So I started noticing that. I was like, oh, these people, I'm like, they could come here. Like, these people homeless. I was like, that's why this motherfucker stink. So you left the airport, you going to where you going. You know, you see a couple areas and you like, man, this look like something out of the movie. They about to bomb this motherfucker. So I'm like, oh, hell no. You know, then you get it to where you're going, though, and it's like, oh, this is nice. Yeah. So you get out, and then, like I say, I think, in my opinion, I could be wrong, because when I actually got into Paris, it didn't stink. It wasn't dirty. They love black people. They really love black people if you try to speak their language. Yeah. You know, they don't like Americans from what I get, because in talking to somebody there, they said Americans feel like they better than everybody else. But if you come over there and you just interacting, you know, I went over there, motherfucker, and learned one word, bonjour. But they love the fact that it wasn't just hi. Yeah. You know, it wasn't bonjour. They love that shit, bro. So as I'm talking to them and I'm saying bonjour, so now they're trying to teach me what followed that. You know, I done forgot now. You know, but they trying to teach, so they interact and they like it. It's a different culture. The food is better. It just made me realize that the U.S. just killing us off.
Is it expensive?
Nope, it's cheaper. I end up Googling some. It's like 24. Paris is the most expensive city in France, but it's 24% cheaper to live in Paris than it is the U.S.
That's crazy.
You know, and then they food is good. They don't. They pizza is really good, but they don't eat slices of pizza. They eat pizza with a fork. Like they cut it up with a knife and fork.
Seen that on
and
video.
they eat it with a fork. One thing that was intriguing, because I'm trying to get back on my diet shit. Tired of being fat. Shit hurt. Shit hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this shit hurt. So I'm trying to get back on my diet shit, but I like soda. So soda is my problem. Soda is my biggest thing, and I like soda. So sometimes I just be looking at the shit. I'll be like, man, I'm gonna drink this Mountain Dew. This motherfucker got 176% added sugar. Man, I know I shouldn't be drinking this shit, but this shit fire. Knock that motherfucker off. So I was looking at in Paris they don't do Pepsi products.
Yeah.
They do Coke. So you got like a 16-ounce bottle Coke in Paris. It only got 10 grams of sugar in it. You could taste it too. It tastes different. Yeah. But it's still good, but it tastes different. When we was in the airport going back, they were serving US Coke. So you could see in it, so a 12-ounce can. Now mind you, in Paris, a 16-ounce bottle Coke only got 10 grams of sugar in it. A 12-ounce can of sugar in in the States, 60 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce can.
6 times.
6 times more. Yeah. And that just started making me like, man, they killing us all. Yeah. You know. But then the departure side of Paris Airport too, the homeless don't get in on that side.
Right.
That's where all the luxury shit is. It was a whole different world from arrivals to departures. But as far as in Paris though, that shit was lit. If you're going to Paris looking for new architecture and all that kind of shit, you're not gonna get there. It's ancient art, but the shit is beautiful.
And then you went during Fashion Week.
I went, and I didn't even know it was Fashion Week. You know what I'm saying? So the shit was live and everything. You at the game and shit, and you show on the monitor. You know, shout out to Mo and all them. They always gonna Burchell. They always gonna give good hospitality. So I had some good seats. I had some good seats. So you could kind of see like Odell and Pharrell and all that kind of shit. So normally when I pay to go to a basketball game, like I'm eye level with the monitor. I'm eye level with it.
We call it heaven.
Yeah, I'm eye level with it. You know, but the hospitality, I had to actually look up at the monitor. You know what I'm saying? So you could kind of see everybody like David Robinson. He walked right in front of my face. All that kind of shit. So,
cause I ain't gonna cap for real. I would probably be the group. I ain't no groupie for nobody.
Man, you know, let me tell you, bro.
That's his inspiration.
Let me tell you, bro. I'm on the Pacers itinerary.
Yeah.
Like I get the text like this where we gonna be. Meet us here at this time. Yeah. You know, that's family. They taking care of me. You know,
cause he left that part out. So the nigga with the whole NBA team.
Yeah. So I'm look. I said it's like I'm on the max deal. You know, so I'm Louis Vuitton party.
Yeah. You got the full
You
experience.
had $10,000 worth of shoes, though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just had some J's and so I just stick to my script.
Though.
Huh?
They was exclusive.
Yeah, but I just stick to my script though. The Louis Vuitton and all of that's out of my league. I don't indulge, you know. But just being around the Pacer guys, you know, you just start to realize because before, you know, I've been to NBA games before this type of experience and stuff like that. And I've always wondered how those guys work. Like these niggas got all this money. So you just wonder how they work, you know. And man, these niggas don't be wanting to do nothing but just hoop.
Yep, that's for God.
Like when you in them parties and shit with them, they treat you like they don't know me from a can of paint, but Mo like, hey, he with us. So we went to one year I was in Phoenix and Buddy Hield was throwing a party at Pretty Please at that club Pretty Please. You know, you got all these footers. I'm in between all these footers. You got this 5'8" chubby fat motherfucker in between all these footers.
And you ever wonder like, man, damn man, they don't know who the fuck I am. I know they, like you said, we be subconscious like, damn, they don't know what I do.
Yeah. So Mo introduced, and then we going to this party, and I'm walking in, and security stop me. Like, no, what you doing? What you doing? And then not even Mo, Buddy Hill, like, man, I told you he with us, man. You need to quit tripping, bro. He throwing money all in the car. I'm like, for me? I'm looking at Mo. I'm like, Mo, like, I told you good. I'm like, oh, okay. I ain't, so it's that whole not trying to be a groupie aspect, but you just realize, like, these niggas just regular niggas. Because outside, you know they public contracts and shit like that, but it ain't like these niggas walking around with that much money on them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, these niggas just regular niggas. Yeah. Like, Ben came to the party, he stayed for like 10 minutes.
Ben don't party at all.
I'm like, he finna go already. Mo like, man, that nigga don't be gonna do nothing but hoop. Yeah. That nigga trying to get up and go to the gym in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm talking to them in Paris and stuff, and I just be like, cause I can't really tell the reactions all the time. Cause you know how us regular niggas, at least back in the day, even playing against Pee Wee back in the day, motherfucker come sub me out. Fuck you subbing me out for, nigga. I'm trying to hoop, nigga. Fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, do them niggas be getting mad when they be getting subbed out and shit? And Mo was like, yeah, them niggas be getting mad. I was like, I just never knew, cause I was like, if it was me or shit, nigga, I'm getting paid, nigga, I'm chilling. Cool. But he's like, but he said, but him and Gennaro said something to me that resonated. He was like, man, they getting paid now. Them niggas gotta play because they trying to get that next contract and shit like. And then I was like, damn, I ain't even think about it like that. So he's like, that's why them niggas like hooping and shit. He's like, this party shit, it just come along with the territory. But these niggas be trying to be in the gym. They trying to get that next bag. And that kind of resonated with me on these niggas just talented individuals who was able to make it to this level. But at the end of the day, they just trying to make it too.
Basketball is life.
It's life. It's for real life.
Because that was last year, All-Star Weekend. We was in the club with, I'm talking about all the All-Stars for real. Besides LeBron, he was the only one that wasn't there. But shit, just being there, like we say, we just like, hey, looking at us. And I'm talking about the whole club is full of NBA players. And we just like, damn. I'm like, what I'm gonna tell him, man? I'm trying to holler at Trae Young right here. You got Paulo right here. We end up having.
He was scared too.
Yeah, I was. I ain't gonna fake it.
He like.
Damn,
he tells me, mind you, we got a section now. Of course, shout out to Mo and Shell.
They got us a
he like, we right in the one right next to Trae Young and his people.
Literally, bro. This me. Bro, this is Trae Young right here.
Man, bro, we gotta get that Trae Young picture. I said, bro, just ask. He talking about. I'm gonna wait a minute. I said, the worst thing, it's two things. The worst thing he can say is no. And number two, if we in here, he gotta know we ain't no weirdo.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
They know if somebody got you around, you probably not.
You belong in here.
Cool.
Yeah,
you know
for real. For real.
He ended up tapping him on the shoulder, said something. We ended up getting like it wasn't no sweat about it. Like you said, they was all cool. We met Rich Paul, Chet Holmgren. Shit down to everybody.
Man, them league niggas be cool, bro.
Yeah, only one. Bro, try to get a look, cause we was talking about content. So we was in there. We gonna get a little bit of content. We ain't gonna do too much. We gonna get a little bit. That nigga trying to get a little clip of KD. KD security slapped that phone down so quick. So it's levels to that shit. That's another thing I realized. That shit. Ain't no KD pictures or none of that going on.
You get Trae Young, you get all these young niggas, Tyrese Maxey, you ain't get KD.
They regular people though, man. They, like every time I go, they show love.
For real, every time.
The coolest NBA player ever was Elton Brand. Coolest player ever.
Yeah. And so you've been in it for a long time, back when
Mo was playing. I'm Mo Baker little brother.
Yeah, back when he was playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's new for you. You know, I even when I try to go to all the road games. Yeah. That's kind of my thing. I like to travel. You know, but I might go to a home Pacers game here and there, and I be talking to Kel about it. I'm starstruck every time. I be Kel, you ain't.
That shit normal.
Kel, it's normal to him. Look, he younger than me. I'm like, I'm in this motherfucker trying to act like him, but I can't. I'm shit. Can I walk through the tunnel?
Yeah.
Can I go to the locker room? I'm like, Kel, you don't want to go? He like, you can go. I'm good. I'm like, come on, look.
Yeah, you be
go
like,
with me, man.
That's nigga. You look at Kel in
the
Kel in the huddle.
For real.
Yeah, I was on the floor in the huddle.
I'm all talking to, hey, can you give me a jersey?
Yeah.
Hey, Kel plugged all the way
in.
They gonna fuck around, make it to the league, be like, man, this shit ain't man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was even talking to Shell one time, like, how how can you deal? You know, like this is like a whole lifestyle. But like I said, at the end of the day, you just realize that it's different because the money gonna always play a part, and you just in the building with people that probably just got more money than you.
Yeah.
But they be
See,
solid.
to me, I look at it like I've been around Mo all my life. That's my brother. That's my favorite basketball player.
You gotta get a little closer, man. We got a dog.
Yeah, you got the dog, man. You gotta get to
I look at it like the time Mo should have been in the league. Like this his payback here.
Yeah,
It's coaching. You know, like don't get me wrong. That's my brother. We don't see eye to eye all the time. But that's my dog.
For sure.
It's like everybody from around here know Mo should have been lottery. He led the Big 12 in almost everything.
Everything. Fucking Jamal Tinsley.
Yeah, then he had every record in the G League.
Yeah.
Every record.
Yep.
Even turnovers. It's like God got a way of paying you back. Okay, like okay, you didn't get your flowers in the NBA, but we're gonna give you your flowers as a coach.
Facts.
Mo called to congratulate a coach, and he brought him on.
Yeah.
Like that's big time.
That's big time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
And they rock to it. Like you said, in Paris, they love him.
It's good to see them there too. That the thing they did for their reception thing.
Yeah.
Like I was in there for that. Like
see, Mo a gym rat too though.
Yeah.
Because they can call Mo at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Ben call Mo like, hey Mo, let's go to the gym. I want to put some shots up. Guess what Mo gonna do?
put some shots up.
He gonna go to the gym.
But that's kind of a lot of, you know, in having a conversation with him, how he pretty much said that, you know, he was a little nervous once the original coach got fired. But he said he just stayed in the lab and stuff. And he said Rick just noticed that and was like, hey, you're always in the lab, you're always working. You know, so he ended up keeping them on. So it all worked out. We got time. I see you keep looking at the clock. I ain't got nowhere to be.
We good.
Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to be. So,
hey, what's your favorite city you travel to though?
Phoenix.
Everybody say Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I ain't never been.
I was at my first All-Star game was in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Mo played in the G League All-Star game.
Yep.
What year was that? 20 what?
Oh man, that was like
13?
08.
Oh, that was that. Damn.
Phoenix.
07, 08.
Philly probably my second favorite, but I got to give Philly a redo because I let Philly pump me. If it wasn't for Mo, I'd still be looking for a parking spot in Philly today. Because we was going to the Mitchell and Ness store, and I'm driving around looking for a parking spot. I got here in the car with me. I'm driving around looking for a parking spot. I find one literally right in front of the store. So I pull up to bag back in. As I'm bagging back in, another car pulled into the spot. I'm like, damn, Mo, that motherfucker got man. So I'm about to pull back out because this ain't my hometown. I ain't finna get out tripping with nobody. Shit, now Mo gets out. Hey man, this our spot, man. The people laughing and everything. They're like, man, you finna let them park you. I'm like, look, man, if you wasn't with me, shit, they was finna get that spot. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give Philly a redo, you know. But ultimately, though, Phoenix is beautiful. Is Phoenix? Yeah.
Phil said the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going with Atlanta though.
Yeah.
Atlanta ain't got nothing on Phoenix.
Phoenix nice, man.
Atlanta
You know, you gotta go to Phoenix.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite arena that you've been to?
Favorite arena?
I feel like the experience you get in Indy, like you said, is next to none.
Indy experience was lit.
You been to Dallas?
I ain't been to Dallas.
Nah, they team love it.
I'll probably go with Philly. Because they fans just... Atlanta probably got one of the nicest arenas I've been to. After they redid it and stuff. But as far as the atmosphere, being in person, watching a game, probably Philly. Because Philly fans retarded. The Knicks fans retarded too.
Oh, you went to the Garden?
Yeah, I went to the Garden.
I'm surprised when they say the Garden.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to roll though. But Eagles or Chiefs?
I'm gonna go with Eagles because I'm sick of the Chiefs.
Oh, man, y'all wild.
Hey, I just saw that nigga there.
I'm sick of the Chiefs.
That's why we the Madison Eagles.
Yeah. I don't think they gonna beat them, but I'm
the retro Eagles now. What you mean?
It's gonna be the retro Chiefs.
Hey, we don't do that.
Let's bet that.
We don't do that.
Hold on. If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, we gotta change the name.
No bet.
Why? He ain't confident enough.
Whoever wins. That's what you tell
No
me.
bet.
We can make some hard ass uniforms.
Then we're gonna make some hard Eagles ones.
Black, red, and yellow.
We
Ooh,
gonna do that. That's on the
Green, and
table.
gray.
he ain't ready.
That's on the table.
So I can't get that bet.
No deal.
That's the bet
No
of the year right there.
That's how I know he ain't confident.
I'm very confident.
We doing it, man. We gotta do it.
I'm a Chiefs fan, you an Eagles fan. We gotta split it up somehow.
But if I win, what I get?
What you mean?
If the Eagles win, what I get?
Bragging rights.
No. But I lose my whole franchise.
Nah, you know.
Hey, get you a WWE belt, put it around your waist. Get you a WWE belt. I'm telling you, you'll be straight. That's
Hey man, one of your players too, the lady dog got out of yard just a minute ago. Me and picked it up, take it back. She tried to pay him. He ain't even take the money. I almost cried.
He tripped better than me.
That's good. That's a good Samaritan. But hey, if somebody gonna give you some tip, you take it.
I'm gone, man. All right,
All right, bro. Good to see you.
Hey man, going into like
Tell him about them fouls I gave you, Reggie.
That used to hurt, man.
so they give it all flagrant.
Illegal picks and shit.
That nigga the flagrant king, bro. Hey, we're going into the influencer world. Or just content field. Period. What's something like when you jumped into that field that you didn't realize was, I guess I'm trying to say, what you didn't realize about the content field that was harder than what it was? Like, because they make it look easy,
They definitely make it look easy.
Content creators, they make everything look smooth, easy. Like, what's one thing that you was like, damn, it kind of just threw you off?
The grind behind it. What I mean by that is most times when we watching YouTube, we already watching people that's successful at YouTube. So we don't really know how it started because we only watching because we intrigued with the success.
Right.
Like I take for example, I watch CJ on 32s a lot. He obviously had to start from somewhere, but I'm only watching him because I'm looking at what I'm looking at now. So I'm looking at that like, damn, how can I get there? But it ain't in my mind that it was a whole world before that. So I think where we get out of place with content, or where we get out of place if we want to do content, or just creating period, is that we got to start somewhere. I think we be so busy trying to just get there that we forget the grind in the process. A lot of the times we worried about what people say, what people think, but that just come along with the territory. I spin off something that you were saying earlier about how we kind of got similar names with our brands, and this just kind of be just behind the scenes stuff that you may not even know about, because I'm not afraid to promote your brand. You see if you post some, 9 times out of 10 I'm a share it if I see it or whatever the case may be. And I've had people to come to me like, oh, that's your new drop. And I'm like, nah, these my people. And so you got to read for starters. You got to read for starters.
We did the same thing on the other end.
And then it's like, man, you ain't afraid to do that? It's like, afraid to do it for what? Like, nah, it may be similar, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, this is the thing that we have problems with, because everybody feel like you always supposed to be in competition about something. And I might been doing this longer than you, but you might know more than me. You know what I'm saying? So to be sitting at this spot and chopping it up about that, it's too many other people that wouldn't want to do it, because it's like, you ain't gotta butt heads, So, but that's part of that content. That's part of creating narratives. That's part of creating whatever. You could lead to shit like the big wigs used to do, like Kanye and 50 Cent. When they released their albums together, they had a friendly little competition on, let's see who can move more units on release day. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? That don't gotta be no dislike towards each other, nothing like that. And that's just how people think. You know what I'm saying? So when you spin that off into coming back creating content, man, y'all stop being afraid to post people shit. Stop being afraid to post your own shit. Everybody ain't gonna like your shit. And I'm gonna give you one main thing that we all fall down with when it comes to content is we always looking for the people that we expect to support us, and when they don't, we feel like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna fall back because you know what I'm saying. And what I learned in this game is, you want that love from your folks. Yeah. Deep down, you like, why my folks ain't on this? Like, I feel like they should be on this. You know what I'm saying? But your folks ain't the ones that's gonna get you over that hump.
Nah.
They ain't gonna get you over that hump.
You ain't got 100,000 cousins.
Yeah. So if you
realize too, like, one thing I realize is once you do start to pick up traction, they back up because now they feel like you made it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, he don't need my support no more. He got this, and that. Like, no, we always want and need that support, but it's just like they say, it's just a mind frame.
It's just a mind frame. We live in a effed up culture, bro. Because however we live, what we doing, our hustles, our grind. You know, when you get to living where you live, driving what you driving, motherfucker don't want to spend with you because they feel like they
add to
it.
Yeah, he already got enough, man.
And it's like I'm just hustling though. Like I'm doing something that I like. I'm selling you a product just like anybody else selling you a product. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it'd be the fact that them people feel like that they could see you. Like I can't see him do this with my money. You know what I'm saying? And I for starters, let me tell you, I work 2 full-time jobs, goddamn me. 2 full-time jobs. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that part.
They think, they think that $30 shirt they bought got you the vet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Which you know, that $30 we appreciate it. But this $30
we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
But
that just go back to everything like you were saying as far as like the content and all that kind of stuff. You know, I hate to say it, but it ain't like we doing no faking. But it's almost like sometimes you gotta put on that illusion to get to where you going. That don't mean you doing no faking. You got what you got. You know what I'm saying? Now if you use the stuff that ain't yours and all this and all that, then that's a real illusion. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm going to work and I got this jewelry, I drive this car, whatever, and I hop out this car to do some promotion in my All Things Retro merch. What you think gonna catch your eye? Because that's part of the culture. You might watch my shit not because of my merch. If I post this merch without the illusion, you might scroll right past it. But but you see that car, you might take a little bit longer and watch it for a couple more seconds. You see this car. Now let me add some shit. Let me spin the cap on these forges, because I got your attention. And then in the middle of that, I'm on me. We call that the eye test though. That's the eye test. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you that shit work. That shit work. Because unfortunately we live in a culture that's what we into. That's what we into. So you just gotta do what you gotta do to attack the culture, and then as people in this culture, we also gotta learn ways to attack the other side as well. Because if we could get the other side on our side, then we really could make it. We really straight. And that's one thing I appreciate from watching you, man. Is like you just like us, as far as our team. Everything organic. You know what I'm saying? I call it the Nipsey Hussle way. It's like, hey, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. No, I ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. I'm not gonna be doing nothing that I wouldn't, normally do. If it take a little while, okay, it's gonna take a little while. But we gonna get it organic, and once we get it, this shit gonna get built. It ain't gonna be like riches. It's gonna be, accumulation of wealth is being built up. I ain't got no wads of money up to my I don't got no guns. I
just made a post about that on my Instagram. Yesterday. I was just like, man, like, people see, like you was asking me, like, man, Juice, what don't you do? It's a lot of stuff that I do, but I was just like, the way I promote it is different than, it's a lot of people that they post the cash and they post it. I just like, I did that one time and it's just like, that ain't my character. It felt weird as hell when I did it. I'm just like, man, now somebody probably finna try to come rob me. It's just like certain promos ain't my thing. It just won't be my thing. So it was like, if I gotta do certain stuff, I just probably won't. That ain't gonna be my lane. And I might do some promo with my Amex cards or something. But it ain't even for the fact of the Amex card. It's for the name that's on the Amex card. You see All Things Retro on the Amex card. You like, man, he's serious about his.
You know, so that's what it be for me. It ain't about the Air Max. It's about that. Yeah, I'm trying to run, so I'm trying to make it. This is what I'm really on.
And then you inspiring because, you know what I'm saying, you built up a community of people at this point to where it's like, damn, you come from the same environment they come from. Yeah. You went through this stuff, and it's like, damn, they see that. It's like, damn, fool, I see the richest people in the world be promoting. They Amex card, and this nigga got one. Damn, he can do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So
then when you said something to me about that one time, what did I say? You said, whenever you ready, I got you.
That's why niggas.
And anytime we done talk, and vice versa, whether I'm asking you something or you asking me something, you know what I'm saying? What I just said, I said, man, let's make it happen. Let's do it. You know, because I ain't no gatekeeper. You know, and it's not like I had the knowledge to begin with. Somebody had to give me the knowledge. You know, I had to learn for some things I might have had to pay for, some things I might have got just on the strength that it was me. But at the end of the day, we ain't gonna elevate if we just holding on to it. Well, what's the point of holding on to it?
Niggas be scared. And that's one thing with our team, bro. Anything, bro, learn something, he telling us. You know what I'm saying? We always exchanging information, no matter what it is. We always kicking games.
Information is key, and we got the information. Ain't no point of holding on to it. If you want to charge somebody for the information, cool. That's fine. That also lets you know whoever serious about their shit too. You know, so it's cool.
It be some people that you be like, damn man, all right, I'm gonna tell bro. But like you said, some information they be like, hey man, fuck that, I'm gonna charge for this.
And I done had times to where I done gave the information because I don't mind giving the information. But then when you constantly asking questions and this and that, bro, you want me to build your bad brand for you now? Hold on now. That's a different thing.
And not only you asked me that question 8 months ago, then you came back and asked it again. So that means you didn't make no action.
You didn't make no action.
I told you the first time. So you playing around.
You playing around.
But that's the thing that I run into with a lot of different stuff, and we run into trying to help people is like, if I'm gonna give you my time, especially like, only time I'm gonna charge you is if you want me to do the work for you.
Exactly.
But if you asking me for the information, bro, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'll give you that information for free. Because if you're gonna do it yourself, I ain't charging you that. But if you want me to sit at my computer, take time out of my day, of my business to do it, then
that's a service.
That's a service.
That's a service. Yeah.
But if I sit here and chop it up with you 2 hours for free, give you the whole game, bro, please don't use that shit.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? I know you feel the same way. We feel the same way. This is like, please go use that shit. Don't come back 3 months later asking me the same thing, the same question. Now, if you asking me how to add hey, bro, I did this and this and that you told me to. This where I'm at now. What's the next step? All right, cool. And it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna do the same game, and then because you know it's hard to give a whole blueprint on something in one conversation.
Yeah, fact.
But if you keep going to the starter pack, if you can't get through the starter pack, then you ain't ready for this whole pack.
You ain't ready.
Fuck out my
face.
But like I said, I want to touch back to it. Like, bro, people see what you doing right now, and they want to be in your step right now. Like, for instance, Shannon Sharp. Everybody want to be Shannon Sharp now. You feel me? They don't want to be Shannon Sharp when he was building up his platform. You know what I'm saying? So I can I hear that all the time, bro. I want a clothing brand. Hey, can you help me? And then like you said, they hit you up and they say, damn, bro, I need a name. You're like, damn, you need a name. Damn, you need this, you need. I'm like, you said that, bro, I'm building you a whole brand at that point. Like, damn, nigga.
That's a service.
Like, you gotta pay me for that. I can't do everything.
When you get into it like that, now we gotta write up this contract because this a percentage of this. We gotta talk about percentage now. Because if you want me to build this up like this, okay, I ain't trying to just take over your brand, but I'm building this for you. You know, so hey, this got to be in black and white now.
Because at that point, it ain't even from your inspiration. That's a lot of things we run into. I know a lot of people come here sometimes, like, wanting help with their brand a certain way. But like you said, if you don't even got a name, you don't even got no inspiration.
You ain't got no inspiration.
So it's like, it's hard for anybody to come up with something without no inspiration. So if you want us to come do it, then it's gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost you. And it's only right. It's only right.
What's your favorite part about the content creating space so far? Because I say we relatively new to it, but so far, what's your favorite part?
My favorite part, and a lot of it come when we was talking behind the scenes of just not being afraid to do it, to just do it. But my favorite part is when you actually do it and put it together, and you see like, damn, I did that. And then it kind of forces you to make you want to do more, you know. And when you see that you can put it together, that's kind of like the favorite part. You always gonna get a reaction, whether good or bad, but a reaction is good. But when you see is a lot of positive reactions, because the one thing about social media, especially for regular guys, is that most of the time, if they gonna comment on your stuff, it's gonna be a positive comment. It's gonna be a positive comment. So when you see
they say negative, they gonna say behind the scenes.
yeah, exactly. So when you see that type of interaction, it's just like, okay, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. And what people gotta realize about content and branding and all that kind of stuff is that it costs money. And you're not gonna always make your money back.
It's a long type of.
You're not gonna. So do it because you love it. Don't do it for the money. Do it because you love it. And if you love it, it won't even bother you that you're spending the money on it for the simple fact of you doing it because you love it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the excitement and joy I get out of just creating. Period. Just seeing. I don't care if it's one person. Oh, bro, that's dope. When I did these, I was nervous. And I'm always nervous. Because I'm like, my thing is like, it's the people gonna like it. Because I like it. But I know I'm gonna buy me one. I know that. But I got 200 out of these motherfuckers that I gotta get off somehow. So it's they gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? And when you just get those reactions and it's just like, okay, they hit. They fucking with it. They hit. And that just make you wanna create more, you know. And when you in the creating space, everybody ain't gonna like what you create, but just don't let that deter you from creating. You know,
I always look at like the greatest artists, bro, from music to painters to whoever, bro. They got a bunch of hit songs, but it's songs that don't get as much
songs that don't.
So it's like, you're not gonna like everything. That's the good part about art. It's not everything is not for you. And that's cool.
That's the good thing about life, though.
Facts.
That's a good thing about life. Like everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you put your love and your passion into it, that's all we could ask for. That's all you could ask yourself for. You know?
And literally, man, like you said, it become I'll say an addiction to a point. So like you said, you make content, you just want to keep building up. You know, I feel like shit. Even with me, I'm like, man, I want to shoot something every day. I don't care what it is, lifestyle. Because I'm thinking my life, man, my life boring. But then you got people like, man, nah, bro, your shit lit. You know, so I'm looking in my head like, damn, bro, what can I? Like you said, what do I want to show the people? What do I don't? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, bro, fuck it, show them everything. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, do y'all be seeing just simple motherfucker go to the gym?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get ready with me. Bro, that's the simple thing,
shit, bro.
Where everybody gotta put clothes on.
And you know what I do? Sit there and watch the shit.
On me.
Glued in. Whole time this idea was in my head. But I can't do it. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Or how I'm gonna do it. Or you know, whole time I'm sitting in front. I'm watching this shit. I'm glued in every time. Oh, motherfucker! I done turned the notifications on for this motherfucker. I want to see this shit. Whole time this shit was in my. So just do it. Like just do it.
It's simply, bro. You just pushing that red button.
That's it. That's the world we live in. It's the world we live in. Whatever you doing, you want to try to use the social media to its advantage. What I got? Almost 6,000 followers. I can't reach 6,000 people a day in person. So just post the shit. Just record. And people like, man, the proof is in the pudding, bro. If I just post myself driving my car, or if I post myself at work. I'm up on this ladder, running this wire. Check my story. Check my insights. Damn, I only got 200 views on this shit. All right, let me pull out this car and drive this car. Oh, that shit jumped up to 1,000 views. Okay, let me post. I'm in Paris, nigga. I just went from Cancun to Paris. Y'all know how much that shit jumped up?
I already know that.
20,000.
Man, what? What?
I was watching to see what the next spot you was going to.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see how that shit jump up? So sprinkle. What I had an all things retro jacket on in one of the. So just sprinkle a little of your shit in there.
And I love watching that shit. And I love how you do that too, because I'm big on that. It's like, bro, I could wear Gucci, I could wear Louis.
I don't wear none of this shit.
I'm wearing my brand. You feel me? I'm rocking. I go to the games. I go in. I'm rocking retro.
I don't wear none of this shit.
But that's the dope part, though. You make that shit look like, you feel me?
I ain't gonna say never, I ain't gonna say never. I had a birthday, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. We
good.
just in the moment,
yeah.
so I apologize. I had a birthday. Mind you, I'm a shoe head.
Yeah.
I'm a shoe nigga. One of the shoes I've always wanted was a pair of Red October Yeezys.
Oh, yeah.
Nike Red October. That's one of the pair of shoes I've always wanted.
Yeah.
You know, but I got partners. They into designer shit. That's their thing. It ain't my thing, but that's their thing. You know, so we talking. You know, we got a little group chat. I'm being privileged. Bro, it's your birthday, bro. I'll get you them Dior's. You know, that's what they into. I'm like, fuck it. Fuck, I'm gonna give me some Dior's. You know, I like them. There ain't nothing I got to have all the time or none of that kind of stuff. I ended up buying me 3 pair of Dior's for my birthday. We went to Houston.
Crazy.
Go to Houston. You know, I'm gonna give you an example of why I don't wear design. Why it don't influence me. I'm gonna give you this story first, then I'm gonna tell you the why. I spent between 3 pair of Dior's, some Amiri t-shirts, some Amiri hats, all that kind of shit. I spent almost $7,000. You know what I could have got for $7,000?
A lot of shit.
Something that I'm into.
Yeah.
Because if I think about it, I don't have Red October Yeezys because I'm like, I just can't spend that much money on a shoe at one time.
But you really just did.
But I really just did. Because the Dior's shit, I don't even care for that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want the shit no more. It's just there now. It's just, I throw it on
And
whenever.
you can't sell that shit.
Yeah, and you can't sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just there now. You know, so my whole mind frame was like, I could have just bought them Yeezys that I really wanted because that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I don't wear designer per se, and this is just me, my personal opinion, because when I put on designer and spend that much money on designer, the first bad motherfucker walk past me, I think she's supposed to want to do it to me right then and there. Right then and there.
Hey, no worries.
And when I put that stuff on and in my comments, I don't see nothing but niggas. They just be, oh, bro, I see you put that shit on. What? Is this what come along with this? I don't want this. This what I didn't do it for y'all. I'm in Houston. I ain't have one chick or nothing walk up to me in Houston and say, I see you with them Dior's on. Not one.
But you know the thing, what it is, and I realize, because I'm not heavy into designer, but I do wear, like, all my belts. I will say I'm heavy into designer belts. But I like a nice belt. And then I like Pradas. So most of my designer shoes are
top
Pradas.
tier.
I got Pradas, and which majority of my designer shoes are Pradas. Then I got, Red Bottoms, I got Pearlie's. But my point is, that I realize is, you stand out more when you wear your own brand.
Yeah.
Which we know that.
Yeah.
But another thing is with the designer, like you said, you went and spent 7 bands, right? I paid for each pair of my products at $8.95 basically with tax down. You spend
$1,000, yeah, after tax, yeah.
But what about the young nigga that went over there to the flea and got it for $200?
Yeah.
We look the exact same.
And they making real good fakes these days.
You can't tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference.
So it's like, now, like you said, the eyes of the ladies, man, we got the same shit on.
Yeah.
But I spent $1,000, he spent $200.
Yeah.
So that's what, like I said, I still like them, so I still will buy them.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't do the whole designer fit from top to bottom.
And most niggas who wear designer look like they just went to the mannequin and said, let me get the hat, the shirt, the jeans, and the shoes to match.
Yeah.
Most niggas that wear designer think they got swag, and they really don't. You just look like the mannequin.
Yeah.
You got the blue Dior shirt to match the blue Dior's with the matching hat. Yeah. Most niggas that wear designer look like a mannequin. Yeah. They ain't that shit ain't put together with you ain't made it the colors. Yeah. It just match blue versus blue. Yeah. You ain't throw in this blue with a hint of this other kind of blue or nothing. You just straight match from top to bottom, straight up and down.
Automatic.
You know, and I don't knock it because
Jeff put the whole outfit together for him over there.
Yeah, Jeff put the whole outfit.
Come get this.
Yeah, just come get it.
He put on his Instagram.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you know, and I don't knock it because people are into what they into. Everybody got their vices. Yeah. You know, my partners, that they vices is they wear designer clothes. My vice is sneakers and jerseys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You probably won't catch my partners in jerseys.
Yeah.
They'll wear sneakers, you know, because sneakers is just kind of a normal thing.
Yeah.
But when it come
Fact.
time to go out,
They put that
when it
design
come
on.
time to go out,
Yeah,
they put that shit
on.
on. They put, and I'm gonna come in with a jersey.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they be mad at me for that.
Fucking
And it's
good.
just like, I don't switch my style up for you
Yeah.
niggas.
Yeah.
This my style is my style.
Yeah.
This is me. But you know what? People know that's my style.
Yeah.
So they love that about me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how old. I'm gonna be 50 rocking jersey.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
But like you said, that's your style.
That's my
shit,
style.
On me. And I
Yeah.
feel like, bro, my style is my shit all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But like you said, I never been no designer junkie though.
Yeah, I never, back in my younger day, I used to really think it was a thing. But like I said, as I start getting older, you start looking at the numbers. And I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
You start looking at the numbers. And it was like, my spin rate for designer up here. And I thought the purpose for me of buying designer was these hoes, excuse my language, because I don't talk like that,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna use it in this reference, was these hoes gonna like that shit.
Yeah.
And the ratio just, it wasn't hitting.
Mhm.
It ain't hitting. This, I'm 10,000 in. I only got 1.5 new bodies.
Yeah.
That's pointless.
You the guy that anyway.
I got that anyway.
But the problem is, like I said, because everybody walking around in it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
like I say, some authentic, some ain't.
Yeah.
But they don't know the difference.
They don't know the
You know what I'm
difference.
saying?
Yeah.
So that was the thing,
Yeah.
the eye opener for me.
And then I'm broke. So what I'm noticing as well is I'm attracting people who feel like, okay, when you go buy that for you, you need to buy me something too.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
I don't got it double time. Shit,
Hey, what they say
Hey.
when you ask them motherfucker what size shoe they
Yeah.
wear, they say 40. They say 40.
Yeah, so when you meet me,
Design.
and you date me, and you know I'm a sneaker nigga, you know I can buy you some Air Max.
Yeah.
So you happy with that?
Yeah.
So if I
Okay.
decide to buy you some designer, it's more appreciative to you.
Yeah.
You
I
thankful
value
for it.
you.
You
Yeah.
value, because you know I ain't got it like that, and that ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? So hey, Olive Fives came out. You want a pair?
I got you.
I got you.
Oh,
Okay. Well, some spit your birthday. Come on, I'm a surprise. I'm gonna get her these Dior slides or whatever. Oh, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
But it's not an expectation.
Yeah.
When you come in the game like that,
Oh, yeah, you
it's an
fuck.
expectation.
Yeah, you gotta
And
keep
if
up.
you ain't got it like that,
Woo.
you trying to keep up. And
Yeah.
that's where a lot of people fall off at, because they trying to keep up with shit that's not them.
Yeah.
I ain't got it, girl. I realized once I started hitting like 30 and stuff,
Yeah.
I started realizing that, okay, this designer shit is cool, but it come with a different type of territory.
Yeah.
And that territory means that Sheila, I don't know why that's the first name that came off of my head, because I don't know a Sheila, but I ain't want to mention a common name.
Yeah.
She, if she was attracted to me because of what I had on, it's because she must think it's something behind it, and you will learn quick that I'll be the one you'll be talking about. That nigga was broke for real. I surely was.
That's crazy. That nigga was
surely-
But look though, this the crazy part though. You would go in her closet and she ain't got none of
She
what
ain't
she
got
asked
nothing.
you for.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for nothing that you
Yeah.
can't buy yourself.
Oh,
Fact.
God.
Fact. I'm finna buy you this $3,000 Louis Vuitton. What you
Yeah.
finna put in it?
Ain't even
The
got
EBT
3,000.
card?
Ain't got 3,000.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my whole thing when it comes to fashion and design. I could mix and match some retro better than I can some design. I could put some all things retro together with a pair of my J's, and I'm cool with that. You know, I wore the red one like this to the Knicks game, home opener this year. I went to the Knicks game. You heard the people talking, like they literally behind me talking like, man, this whole thing, this is really nice. But it's red though. I mean, you know,
Popping.
it's popping.
Yeah.
So I'm standing out
Yeah.
because everybody got blue and orange at the
blue,
Knicks game.
Yeah.
So I'm popping. But you could hear the people talking like,
Yeah.
man, that's really nice. Now, one thing they said, I wish it was blue or orange,
Yeah,
you know?
I
But
mean-
you could hear them saying it's nice.
Yeah.
So my whole point on what I'm saying is like, if I was standing outside at a table in front of Madison Square Garden with a bunch of this in blue and orange,
Got some sense.
I can make some money.
How you feel about that too though? Like,
But you know that going back though.
Yeah, facts.
how you feel about that too though? Like, this city, St. Louis is a big city, right?
Uh-huh.
But compared to Phillies and, you know, even Indiana, where they got pro basketball clubs, you know, and all these NFL teams and all that. To our city, we just got like baseball, hockey. You know what I'm saying? Is it harder for you to like? I'm trying to see. Like as far as fashion, I don't consider St. Louis the mecca of fashion. You know, you think of New York's and Atlanta's and stuff. Is it harder for you to like market your brand out here? You get people like, because a lot of stuff you drop is trendy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that new shit. And sometimes being in the Midwest, we kind of get shit a little later. You know, we catch on the trends a little later compared to the East Coast. They already on that type of time. Do you have problems with like selling, you know what I'm saying, stuff locally?
I think the issues that all of our brands run into locally is that I think the access is gonna always play a factor. I feel like locally, people gonna feel like it's gonna always be there. You know, and the hardest thing about grinding locally, it's always easy when you first come out. Always, because it's the new thing. You know how much money I made when I first came out?
We always say that.
I made so much money when I first came. So much money. But when I tell you I was selling $100 hoodies left and right, and I ain't even have the hoodies on hand. I made so much. Man, no exaggeration. I probably, just on that hoodie run, I probably made about 70 bands just on that hoodie.
I believe it.
No exaggeration. You know what I'm saying? So I think people get used to us.
We so excessive.
There is a such thing as running the course. Sometimes I feel like us as brands, we run the course in our hometown. The thing to that, how you correct that is you gotta give them what they want. What I mean by you gotta give them what they want, when I say they always gonna feel like they have access to you, well, you gotta take something that you might normally drop in your hometown somewhere else and let it be specific for that other place. Because when you do good in that other place, guess what's gonna happen back home? Damn, bro, why you ain't dropped that here, man? I wanted that, blah, 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 blah. So I think where we don't always attack is we don't travel with our shit. Like, as brands, we gotta get out on that road too. If we serious about what we doing, sometimes it's gotta just be bigger than going to the basket. How many basketball games you done went to in Indy and you just seen people outside with shops set up?
Man, I'm talking about so many. So
I
many.
mean, just places you done been and you done seen people outside with shops set up.
Like you said, bro, All-Star Weekend, when itself, it was a million.
You know how much
different
money you
brands.
could have made that All-Star Weekend?
Well, down there a million.
If you just, only thing you had to do was be there with a table.
Anywhere, literally.
Them Tyrese Halliburton t-shirts you made.
Like
what? You would have went stupid.
And every time we come back, we be like, man, we dropped the ball.
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Yep. So when we hustling our brands and stuff like that, because sometimes we want to have that fun. So we like, man, we finna go out of town. But we gotta take it upon ourselves to say, okay, this a business trip. I'm finna pack these motherfucking suitcases up. I'm finna go rent this big ass Suburban, and we finna hit the highway. We gonna go to Chicago first. From the Chi, we can go to Indy. We can do all the local shit. From Indy, we can go to Memphis or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And then, because people like, what you say earlier, people support success. People don't always support the grind, but they support success. So when they see you successful, you know what pissed me off one time? But I can't necessarily be pissed off because I ain't never did it. Joe Fresh Goods had a pop-up shop at DNA.
I know,
Remember them Welcome to North t-shirts that he did with them hats?
Yeah.
He ain't from her.
Yeah.
Or is he from her?
No, he from Chicago.
He ain't from her.
He from Chicago.
You know how many motherfuckers was lined up for that shit?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Where you say he from?
Chicago.
He took our city, put it on his design, and our city lined up for it.
Around the corner.
Around the corner.
I remember that.
Around the corner.
Yeah.
So let's go do that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let's go do that somewhere else.
Yep.
Because you don't think people gonna line up for it?
Yeah, and like you said, different districts.
Now we ain't as big as JFG.
Yeah.
So we might have to take a different approach.
Yeah.
We might have to attack the event or something.
Yeah.
You know, we might have to attack the basketball game. We
Yeah.
might have to attack SneakerCon or something.
No, maybe.
You know,
Yeah.
but even if you go to SneakerCon and you won't sell nothing, somebody stop by that table, you got some cards, you got anything. You know, somebody seen that shit. You know, and I think that's the biggest thing we have to do as local brands is don't forget about your city, but sometimes you just get to a point to where you get stagnant. And when you get stagnant, you got to figure out a different approach. And it's like, what can I do different? Houston used to be one of my favorite places. I just really ain't into partying like that no more. Because when I go to Houston, it's just a party.
Yeah.
It's just a party. But I be as I'm in Houston partying, the same places you partying, they hustling outside. They hustling outside.
Bottles, everything. And I equate this to like, bro, I always compare this shit to music. You feel me? Like a music artist. Like, you might have a hit song here, but if you only push it here, it's only gonna be hot in your hood.
Yep.
But nigga, if you take that hit song and you put some money behind it, or you say you travel and you spread that motherfucker, and it go to Atlanta and it start popping up here. Now you got fans in Atlanta. Now this, you know what I'm saying? Now all these cities, a year later, you might have all the states bumping it. Your hometown gonna be like, man, that shit old to us. We been heard it, which is cool. But we get so, like you said, we just be content with just, all right, the city fucking with. Let's move on to something new. Cause shit, we gotta push it to where it damn near can just spread.
You want to be global, so you just gotta do what you need to do to be global. If you serious about your stuff, I ain't always been a fan of. And I notice you do it just getting your stuff in the right hands. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Like I seen JJ in the pink hood. And, you know, Ben in retro merch. But the difference is if somebody asks them about it, they could tell you where to go to get it. You know what I'm saying? So like when people come here for concerts and stuff, like when I was really, really popping, they was like, man, so-and-so such and such coming for the concert, man, you should give me some merch to give to them. And honestly, I would say no. It wasn't because I was being heavy, because I ain't in no position to be heavy, but it's like, okay, I'm going to give this to this person. If he decides to wear it, and somebody asks him about it,
What? You don't know how to connect.
They don't know how to connect. So I just got to give it to you to give to. I can't have no conversation to say, hey, I'm the man behind this. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for that?
No, hell no.
You know, I'm the man. You just want me to give it. Is you going to have a conversation and say, okay, this my man's, this is platforms. You know, because I thought he throw that motherfucker on. What if he throw that motherfucker on right there in the next city? Oh, I got this from somebody in St. Louis. How's that helping me out?
And like you said, 9 times out of 10, bro, you do that shit, people ain't niggas don't take pictures. Niggas don't like
none. And then I think about it from a different standpoint. You know, I think about it. Let's say if it's who was coming at the time. I want to say it was. I can't even remember the name or who it was, but it was a popping rapper. But here's my approach to how I look at it. I listen to his music. So when I go to Apple Music and punch in his name and play his song, I provide it to whatever check he finna get. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know my name and you want me to give him free merch?
I know.
Like, yes, I want the merch in his hand. Yes, I absolutely do. But can I be put in a position to where he can say, I put this hoodie on, y'all like this? Oh, I got this from so-and-so, such and such, this is platform. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing me no good if he just wearing it.
That shit on.
I ain't big enough for him to just have it on. You know, can I have a conversation, shake hands with the man, do something? I ain't saying I need no free ticket. I'll buy the ticket to the concert. Just put me in a position to say, hey, man, you like this? I appreciate your support. I'm Reggie. You know, I'm with all things retro. This is my platform. Give me a quick follow. Some shit that's free. Anything. But you want me to just put it in your hands to give to him. I know you ain't finna have no conversation with the dude. You just finna just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Like if Ben walking through the tunnel or walking through the arena or whatever, he at least he know how to say. If he don't know how to directly connect you, he know how to go to Mo and say, "Hey Mo, point these people in the right direction." You know what I'm saying? That's huge.
Remember, ain't that what I told you? Because he, like, bro, always thinking about ways for us to expand the course. So we all are, and like you said, he like to put it in their hand. But remember, I be telling you, I be like, he be asking about certain people. I be like, nope. For the same reason that you said, because at the end of the day, we like, for instance, when Rick Ross was doing the whole thing, when he was posting everybody brand and stuff, we sent him a jacket, and then we sent he had a person that on his team that had just got out of jail, so that was his way to put money in his pocket. He basically like, y'all gotta DM him, get all the information, and he was like, look out for him on the Cash App. So we sent him some money on Cash App, a couple $100 actually. You know what I'm saying? And then Ross ended up posting on the story, and you could actually see our jacket. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And of course, we could do clip it up, post it, shit like that. But now that I think about it, we didn't really get nothing off of that. But that little story post, you know what I'm saying? That we posted, but it ain't like he ain't tag us or nothing like that. So we ain't really getting no sale off of that shit for real, you know, directly. So it's like certain, and then who else was in the tag? Murray.
Yeah, Murray. Yep. He didn't really.
He had the jacket, man.
On the back.
He had wore it, but he ended up sitting in the chair and put the jacket on the back of a chair. We ended up catching it like in a studio session type thing. But he never like put the jacket on and took a picture in it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we had our trial and error with that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them jackets we was selling them for $250. We was better off just getting them 500s from local. You know what I mean? Or shipping it off to somebody that's purchasing it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, you know, you find your trial and error with the stuff, like you said. So I kind of stick more to like how you said, if they don't know, if they can't remember our Instagram name directly, well, they know, hey, ask Mo, he gonna connect you. So,
or even like too, like
I'm cool
man,
with that, but
there's been times where I didn't linked up with the stylists that you know, because a lot of players have stylists, and I done linked up with they stylists, and we, you know, locked in. She like, I got 10 players, you feel me? So she like, send me what you got in XL. I'm gonna give it to one of them. I'm guaranteeing you a picture. I'm guaranteeing you some content, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then it makes sense because, all right, at least I got a picture. I can put this shit on the billboard. I can put it on the Instagram ad, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you telling me, all right, you going to give me a picture, I damn near know, okay, I can do something with that. I can make a sell off that. Yeah. But me just blindly just a host hit me up, hey, nigga, this artist coming, I give you a hoodie. Nah.
Marketing is important. Yeah. And marketing only works when you can put the people in touch with the people who provide the market. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything, bro. It's like even our people that are in position locally to probably brand and market. Like you mentioned style. It's like it'd be hard to say stuff like this because people be thinking you hating. But I'm not hating. Like Hitman Holla. Like I know Hitman Holla. I know his dad. I know his brother. They're my folks. They're my folks. You know, and I'm just speaking on how I feel. Like I feel like Hitman Holla needs a stylist. That's my little brother, nephew. I fuck with his dad. I go his dad house right now, watch boxing or whatever the case may be. But I say that, and this is on camera. So this ain't me hating. This just me speaking what I feel. You know, because when I watch, he's on Wild 'N Out.
TV. Big TV.
One of his right-hand man is Conceited. When I look at Conceited and I look at Hitman Holla, I don't know how nobody ain't watching this to say, hey, Holla, we got to pull you to the side. We got to get you together because this man coming with it. And we need you to represent for the city. It don't even got to be one of our brands or none of that. We just got to get you, bro, the dad hats with the skinny jeans and Jordan 1s, and this man coming with this shit. We got to, how ain't nobody, or maybe somebody have, and maybe he think he's okay. And that's okay. That's okay. His style is his style. You know what I'm saying? But if nobody has never mentioned that to him, somebody needs to because that's an opportunity. That's something that we need to put in the game. Like I said, it don't got to be one of our brands. It could just be a local stylist. Like you could style for him or anything, you know.
That'll help him.
Man, when I watch Wild 'N Out, I follow Conceited. This I'm gonna tell you, I'm not no hater. That's my little bro. Like his dad, we call him Like I done been in their house watching box, everything. Big Gerald. Them my folks. I'm gonna tell you, him and Holland put me in touch with Conceited before. Y'all want to know a crazy story to that?
Y'all shit so similar.
He like jerseys. I like jerseys. He like shoes. I like shoes. You want to know what else crazy? That nigga named Reggie too.
I never knew that.
So when he shot the text to Conceited, like, man, I need you to meet my partner. Yeah. His name Reggie, and he like jerseys and shoes too. Like, Conceited responded and was like, wait a minute. A nigga named Reggie that like jerseys? Oh fuck! What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Like this has nothing to. I'm not hating. Yeah. I'm just observing that being from the city, you gotta come with that shit when when other people representing where they from. Yeah. And so when I see them together, I was like.
New York, right?
Yeah. I be like, bro, I ain't no groupie ass nigga, but I'm like, bro, put that shit on, bro. And then, come on, Holla, you can't come out with this dad hat and this flannel shirt. Come on, bro, you killing us.
Like you said, that's an opportunity.
Yeah, bro. Like somebody, please, you know. But I always said, and I made a Facebook post about this. I always said, battle rap niggas got the worst swag. I feel like battle rap niggas have the worst swag. But Conceited, he be coming with that shit, bro. He be coming with that shit, and I just be like, Holla, that's your man's. You got to pull up on that nigga. Like Holla, like he doing his thing, man. Congratulations on all the success and everything. And I just feel like he got married. It looked like he engaged to his lady. So congratulations on that. You know what I'm saying? Had on a nice little suit. Nice little fitted suit. Looked real clean. It ain't the time for all the big rings and shit. It ain't the time for that, bro. You don't got to wear that every time, bro. Sometimes a clean, simple. Maybe you could want to just wear one on the pink. But it's a time. It ain't the time for that, bro. It take away from. Sometimes that jewelry shit take away from shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that would just be Holla. If you watch this, you know you my little bro. Jalen, I see you. We just talking about fashion and all that kind of shit, man. You know, so don't take it no kind of way. Y'all my folks. Y'all know I love y'all, but I'm just observing everything.
Hey, we got a funny story about Holla. What we was at the Galleria?
We was at the hat store.
Liz. We went to Liz. We saw Holla. You know, he got a big entourage with him. Me, bro.
That's when we came out with the jackets.
We just dropped the jackets, right? So we see, oh yeah, man, fuck it. I said, man, bro, you think I'd be a groupie if I go holler in the mall? Mm-hmm. He's like, man, hell no, fuck that, go holler at him.
I always say that.
So, you know, I'm like, fuck it, bro, let's go holler at him. You know, I walk up to him, what's good, bro? I'm tired, got this brand. You know, I'm just rapping with him at first, you know. People come take pictures and all that with him. So then, you know, so I go back to the conversation. I'm using Mo as my leverage every time. Man, you know my uncle, you know what I'm saying, Mo. But anyway, nigga, we got this jacket for you. Show me pictures of my Instagram. I'm trying to give you one. You feel me? I got that motherfucker in the truck right now. And he kind of like, I ain't gonna fake it. He got a little boyish in a way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He kind of just got us out the way, which he probably get that a lot, though. Mm-hmm. You know? And he probably didn't fuck with it, which is cool. But that way, I'm just like, matter of fact, I think he told us to hit his DM, didn't he?
Yeah, then we went to the DM. We didn't hit him 3-4 times.
Yeah, and he just, nigga just left us on red, man. So, Holla, like you said, if you watching this, man, we ain't no beef. But nigga, man.
Holly, you got 2 million followers. You ain't finna find no DMs. You probably got 100,000 DMs sitting up in that book. And then that DM probably went to the other side. The message request side. You know what I'm saying?
I only got 10,000 followers and my shit be fucked up.
Right.
I know your shit fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't so that's like we saying it ain't nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with no. It's just an observation of how hard we gotta grind to be able to. If we able to put it in the right hands, at least let it be the hands to where we done just been able to introduce yourself. Maybe you can't have a whole conversation, but just say, hey, I'm so and so such. I'm the man behind this. I'm grinding just in the fashion world like you grinding in the music world. You know, any shirts or will be appreciated.
And then look though, it's so like for me, when I initially meet somebody, bro, I don't even talk. They don't even know what I do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find out like, nigga, you got a clothing brand on, you know what I'm saying? They like, nigga, you got a fashion brand or whatever. And I'll be like, yeah. They be like, nigga, why you ain't been telling me that? And I just be like, man, fuck, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, fuck, all right, yeah. They like, you know, I'm fucking told you, give me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get one. I'll do this. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy 10 of them motherfuckers up for you. And I'm just like, damn, I should have been told this nigga.
Yeah, and sometimes that just be that narrative that we have amongst ourselves, or we just sometimes we judge, and then sometimes we just be afraid to market our shit because we don't know what the motherfucker gonna think, what the motherfucker gonna say, and none of that. Because you want the motherfucker to like your shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You want a motherfucker to like your shit, so you just afraid for a motherfucker to not like it. You know, and it's Juice to said it several times on the show. You know, a lot of times one thing about
Hell yeah, I hope it ain't been dead.
did it.
No, it ain't. It's still recording.
That battery?
Yeah, it's finna die for sure though. Yeah. I be swapping this bitch out. It's definitely going.
We've been getting it in. I was off today, so I
Called him 2 hours before I got here.
trying to get it out the way.
Yeah, I was trying to get out the way. He was like, "Ah, man, I had a long night."
Mm.
Well, since you had a long night, you can just come on.
Right.
But that'll work out better for me. I can go do what I got to do. I know I'm gonna work on Sundays anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So man, where do you see yourself? And that's one thing too, though. I gotta give you your flowers, though, man. I always appreciate, like, as far as people, it's like two different clouds. It's like brand clout and it's personal clout. And I appreciate people that can put both together and create both of them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with you do that perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are, you know what I'm saying, in your brain. I feel like y'all both gaining, which is hard to do. But where do you see yourself or your brand in the next 5 years?
I think for me, just with the brand as when I say the brand, it ain't even just got to do with the merch or none of that. It's just the overall thing, right? Just overall me, because the brand is me. Yeah. We all have aspirations of being rich and all that kind of stuff. In 5 years, if I could just be working all things retro full time, without having to go to my regular jobs and stuff like that, that'll be good enough for me. If I could provide myself a lifestyle that says I can do this full time, regardless of whatever I put under the All Things Retro umbrella. If I could just direct all of that to, like I said, whatever I put under that umbrella, that's good enough for me. I ain't got to be no, okay. If somehow I make it to cool Kai status or something like that, cool, so be it. But if I could just be, I'm gonna get up today and we gonna see what the retro grind brings. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. You know?
Shit, that's what I fuck with, man. Like you say, man. Obviously, we want millions and millions. But like you say, bro, it's, nigga, I got X amount of bills, right? If my brand could pay this, or you know what I'm saying, nigga, you for real, you wealthy.
I'm the type of person that you want the money. I ain't gonna cap. You want the money.
If you say you don't want the money, you're lying.
You want the money.
Everything.
I'm not gonna lie about it. You want it. You got dreams of it. You all that. You know, but I'm also the type of person that if the car break down today, I just want to be able to get the car fixed with no hassle. How much it costs to fix the car? Okay, cool, fix it. Get my car back to me ASAP. That's a good enough life for me. That's a good enough life for me.
That's a life most don't have.
Yeah.
You know, even if they act like that.
Yeah. That's a good enough life for me.
Because we simple though.
Yeah.
As I said, we super simple.
I want to take that trip. I just want to take that trip. It ain't got to be the most extravagant. I don't need no $10,000, $40,000 shopping sprees. I don't need none of that stuff. I like what I like. Give me a pair of J's. Throw me on a little drip. Take a trip. The roof messed up on the house. Fix the roof. It's $4,500 to fix the roof. Cool. You know, that's good enough life for me. It's good enough life for me. Now, anything that come after that, I'll be highly grateful. I'll be highly grateful. I will be highly grateful.
Man. Like you say, man, you building right. right now. Too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people look like, man, oh, this nigga, it happened overnight for that nigga.
Yeah.
They said they didn't see that work that you
I ain't
put
see
in.
that. I'm 41 now, y'all. I don't look it.
I
But
ain't-
I'm 41 now. How old are you now?
I ain't want to say that Kevin Hart. What he said that damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm shit, 29.
29. Juice, you
I'm
what,
old, though.
27?
27.
My whole point in that is ain't no age limit on this shit.
Fuck no.
Ain't no age limit on this shit.
Because a lot of niggas our age get discouraged.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too old to rap. I'm too old to do content.
You know?
No, nigga.
Yeah.
They want to
So,
see your view.
You gotta grind it because it's gonna take longer. All you need is one break.
Yep.
All you need is one, and you never know when that break gonna come.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of time, we done probably missed out on that break
Oh.
several times
Wow.
just because of the nervousness
Not
to be able to
true.
open our mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
The nervousness just to present it.
Yep.
We done probably missed out on that break a bunch of times.
Hella time.
But at some point, we gonna be in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
And you gonna say, hey, Juice, should I do this? And Juice gonna be like,
Yeah.
do it.
And that shit gonna
And,
hit.
and it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it takes. Just don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your grind. And just keep it pushing. Like I said, I might have a drop tomorrow. I might make 200 units.
Yeah.
I might only sell 50 of them.
Yep.
You ain't let that discourage you.
Yeah, nah, you gotta get back
Can't
in
let
that
that
lab.
discourage you. Yeah.
Yeah, but too, I always tell people too, man, you can start a brand today.
Everybody should start a brand today.
Literally.
Everybody.
Everybody, you are a brand. I don't care what you
You
do.
are a brand. Everybody.
Everybody should have.
Everybody in their daily life says something, does something that can be put on a shirt.
Because your view is a brand.
Yep.
Your view, your perspective,
Yep.
is all that shit is brandable.
Yep.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Man, that's I always say that shit too.
And most times in life, especially in our culture, you're going to dictate your life by fashion.
Yep.
You're going to dictate your life by fashion. So, sure, you could go out and keep buying all the high-end stuff and all that kind of stuff, but at some point, you're going to want to be different.
Yep.
So, you're going to reach out to somebody that say, hey, can you make this for me?
Yep.
And there's going to be somebody available for that.
Yep.
Yep.
Somebody that could bring your career, your vision
Yep.
to real life, man.
Yep.
So what advice do you have to give? Because we like giving free game.
Mm-hmm.
Advice for anybody young or, even peers, or older, whatever. Any free game for them so they can,
I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna start with what they call them now, the YNs.
Yeah.
That's what they call them now, the Y. I'm gonna start with the YNs.
Hey, I still, hey, tell you YNs, man. Trump finna get y'all up out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the YNs. It's purpose in the grind. And what I mean by that is a lot of you YNs. It's funny I keep saying it. You looking for something fast that's not really fast, but it's gonna land you somewhere fast that you don't want to be.
Real quick.
All that robbing, stealing, killing, all that dumb shit. You doing it because you're afraid of the grind.
Yeah.
But it's paradise in the grind. So my advice to y'all is stop looking at social media and paying attention to it for the wrong reasons. If you want to get some motivation behind what you've seen, yeah, take the motivation. But start thinking outside the box on how I can get there. People look at me and I know it be people thinking I'm in the streets.
Yeah.
I know it do.
They can't fathom that.
They can't find. I work for AT&T. I hate that motherfucking job with a passion. But I'm gonna be on that pole until I can't be on that pole, until I ain't gotta be on that pole no more.
They gonna swear to God you need to scam it.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah.
I ain't involved in none of that. And we need to start giving our YNs hope that it's paradise in the grind.
Yeah.
The problem is they just want to avoid the grind. But if you go breaking 20 cars tonight, how much money did you actually make or find or whatever?
For the risk that you took.
For the risk that you took.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all OGs ain't teaching y'all properly as well. So shame on them as well. So My advice to the young niggas is that it's paradise in the grind. So find something you like, find something you want to do, and people will support it.
Yeah.
And you just gotta work it. But it's a lot safer and it's a lot funner. To anything in between, people just with brands. People, it ain't just about people with brands. People that's doing anything that they want to do, persevere. Persevere. Everybody not gonna like what you're doing. Everybody not gonna support what you're doing. When you could get that out your system, because it's got to be a love for you. It's got to be something that you like. If you in this for the money,
That's the first thing we said in the first show.
So
man, if you in this for the money, it's gonna be harder.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harder because you're gonna quit because you're not gonna see the money that you feel like you're supposed to be seeing. So you're gonna quit. You gonna. It's been plenty of drops that I done had. Like, this shit fire,
And this shit don't hit.
and it don't hit to the people that it needs to hit to.
Everybody
The
goes to
consumer.
that. Yep.
Every time you think it's gonna be the one that ain't.
Yeah.
And the one that you think is like, all right, this cool.
Yep.
That be the one that.
Yep.
God,
Yep. I done had some shit. This is fire.
it's the one.
I can't wait.
I'm going viral.
Hurry up and
That's what-
send my shit.
Yeah.
So I can get this out. This is fire.
Man.
And I dropped that shit and what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
My Instagram ain't working.
Yeah, what's going on?
You quit and say, man,
Am I blocked?
I'm shadow banned.
What they say, shadow ban? Yeah, you know, and I done had a moment to where I'm like, man, I spent $5K on this drop.
Oh, God.
I ain't got close to that back,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like,
What I'm finna do,
what I'm
man.
finna do?
Yeah. 'Cause people easily quit at that point.
Yeah, that's a
God.
quittable moment. That's a quittable moment. But I realize I love this shit. I like this shit. Let me try again.
Yeah.
You know, I might have to sell these at cost.
Yeah.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah,
It didn't go like I planned, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You just keep doing. Persevere.
Yeah.
You gotta persevere. And if you love this shit, you're gonna persevere.
Yeah,
You're gonna persevere. And that's with whatever you do. With whatever you do. So just keep persevering, keep grinding. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about none of that. Just do what you love to do. It'll pay off at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
We big on that, bro.
How old is Pharrell now?
Shit, that nigga about 55.
He up there.
man.
What he just got? What he? Louis Vuitton.
He's
I
still
mean,
going.
still going. You know?
Shit, that's it. Ain't no age limit.
Ain't no
on that.
age limit on that. Y'all see Ye.
Them niggas.
He don't. I personally, I'm a fan of Ye. I'm a fan of
Me too.
Kanye.
Yeah.
I personally thought Kanye would fold.
Yeah.
After the Adidas thing, I was like, man, they finally got his
I
ass.
thought he lost his mind.
That
I was
too.
talking crazy
I
about it.
tell that nigga
Yeah.
genius, man.
Yeah, I say they finally say all this. They got his ass.
I thought he fumbled for real.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah, you fucked yourself.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He fucked. Look at him today.
Back up 2 point what?
2.7 was
Oh.
2.77
Yes.
billion. Look at him today.
Two
That
something.
nigga's a
You know,
genius, man.
because he just got that, because he love
Yeah.
what he do,
Yeah.
and he just got that belief to like, I don't give a fuck about what y'all think of me.
I'm a creator.
I'm a creator. That's what I. Now he really talked that shit, and don't nobody control me now.
Yeah. I'm a nobody. I'm me.
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying?
I'm independent.
Yeah, you know, so them are names that are kind of hard to use, just
Yeah.
going from a regular individual to those type of guys. But they were regular individuals at one point with
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah.
With dreams. Y'all seen how many times from the stories and all that, how many times Kanye was denied?
Man.
You know, you're not a rapper.
Yeah.
We just want you to make beats.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I want to be a rapper too.
Yeah.
You know? You know, so, but at one point, Kanye West was just Kanye West. You know, but he stuck with that shit.
Me.
He stuck with that shit. So everybody just stick with it. And one thing, because I know we've been at it for a minute, and we get to talking, but I love this shit, and I appreciate y'all having me on. A lot of us work jobs.
Yeah.
Me specifically. A lot of us work jobs. A lot of us be tired. Them jobs be taking us up and down. We be tired. Last thing I'm gonna leave you with is don't keep going to work every motherfucking day, giving your all to that job, and then you come home and you don't do nothing that you love to do. We at the point in our lives to where we young enough to be tired. We young enough to be tired. So if we gotta stay up to put that grind into the shit that we love to do, then that's what we gotta do. Cause it'll pay off in the end. But if I go give AT&T 10 hours a day and I come home and don't give All Things Retro nothing, I'm failing myself. Never gonna get there. That means my money is capped off because they in control of everything. You know what I'm saying? So just persevere in your grind and give what you love to do and what you want to do more effort than you give that 9 to 5, and it'll pay off in the end. I had to learn it the hard way because we get so content with that. Oh, I made X amount of dollars a year. This a good living. Man, this a controlled living. This a controlled living. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. And I seen how many motherfuckers they walked out that door for being 1 minute late. They walked out that door for being, but that's the same motherfucker that when you wanted him to stay after, he stayed after for you. When you wanted him to come in on his off day, he came in on his off day for you. So you can't forget that 1 minute. You can't forget that 1 minute. Sure, it was 3 times he came in 1 minute late, but he came in on his off day, 20 off days for you. He came in on that holiday when y'all said we was gonna be short and we need texter. I don't give a fuck about none of that. About none of that.
Always.
So we as a people, and I don't just attest this to black and white. This just humans, period. This just humans, period. We gotta find a way to not be controlled, you know, because a lot of us are controlled, you know, and we fall into that trap because some of the control that we're in, it provides a good living, and so we get content with that. You know what I'm saying? But when they have the power to do whatever they want to do to you, and I'm talking about the job. This ain't no black and white thing. I'm talking about the job. They can say, all right, we laying off today. You just wake up, we laying off 20,000 texts today. No explanation. Now it's like, what you gonna do? Because you done developed this lifestyle based around that salary. You know what I'm saying? So if I lose my AT&T job today, I got enough hustles going on to where Chevy ain't coming to get my vet. No, okay, that's cool. Yeah. And then I got enough grind in me to where I'm like, all right, y'all, cool. Yeah. And then for most of us, that's the push that we need.
Yeah, we need that.
That's the push that we need. Because a lot of people don't never reach their full potential because they content in the space that they in. Yeah, they ain't in that space where they gotta be hungry. So a lot of us be needing that push. A lot of us, you fire me? Watch this, motherfuckers. Y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the advice I want to give to everybody. Young niggas, get out that bullshit. Because I want y'all to live a long time. I want y'all to enjoy life, man. And just for y'all, it's paradise in the grind. For everybody older, like from y'all age up to my age and older, and anything in between, just persevere. Just persevere. And we all be all right. You know, and stop that hating shit. Please. And support everybody. Don't just support those that support you. Support everybody. And support don't always spending money with a motherfucker. It take 2 clicks to share a motherfucker post. That triangle, I'm gonna look in the camera on this. That little triangle thing that's on the Instagram thing, you click that. That ain't even 1 second. Click it. And then add to story is another 2 seconds of your life that didn't cost you nothing. That could take us a long way. That's it.
So appreciate it.
Yeah. Because they always say they fuck with you. Nigga, show me you fuck with me. Like you
show
said,
my shit.
It ain't no dollar amount.
It ain't no dollar amount. You ain't got to spend $1. Show my shit.
Yeah,
you know? It's hard to build up a YouTube channel, but hey, y'all, it takes 2 seconds to subscribe to a YouTube. You don't even gotta watch the shit. Just get me to the subscribers so I can get monetized. You know what I'm saying? I might need you to watch it later. Yeah. But the first step to getting money on YouTube is I need 1,000 subscribers. You know, hit the subscribe button for my folks. Y'all did it for me, so I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Now I just need y'all to watch my shit.
Watch these videos. I'm telling y'all, bro, we got for you, bro, I know you got hella content coming, and I love that. I want people to see you traveling.
Yeah.
I want you to just show them everything, man. You know, that you could.
Yeah.
You know,
And show them all that shit because
yeah.
you know how many people their YouTube channel is for traveling.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
It's for they traveling off of traveling.
Yeah, it's for cars. It's for whatever the case may be. Now my YouTube is a no niche YouTube because I'm involved in so many shit. I'm not CJ on 32s. I can't buy a car every week.
But you know what it
they
is,
keep my channel popping. I ain't got it like that.
You don't think it is, but it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
And that's big to say.
Yeah.
But I feel like y'all put yours into like a lifestyle, but it's like, I can't really explain it, bro. It's a niche for it. But like you said, what you're doing is so new, nobody else has ever done it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a mixture of multiple channels.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like with our channels is too. It's like a mixture of different people and what they do, but we put it in our own world.
Yeah.
And you know, giving it our own perspective and shit. So I definitely, like I say, bro, I'm tuning in to all the content you post. Let them know where they can find you at on all platforms.
I got hella channels.
They got fire.
So my main channel, the gram is my favorite. I just joke a lot.
Oh, I do not know. That's crazy. I think they chuck somewhere. What you say, your Instagram?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I just joke a lot on Facebook, but a lot of my marketing and branding be on Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram at retro_Reggie_ATR. My brand page is all things retro STL. And my content channel is just Retro Reggie TV on Instagram and YouTube, you know. But if you go to retro_Reggie_ATR, I always link it all to that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just follow your boy, keep up with your boy, hit me up, ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm one of them ones. And what I mean by one of them ones is I'm one of them ones that you can talk to, that you can ask, and whatever. I'm a friendly nigga until you give me a reason not to be friendly. I don't mess with shady shit.
He ain't too big, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hold on. Hold on. Y'all I want to surprise them with something. What that?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. We can't forget about that.
We can't forget about it.
Hey, man. So it's all.
Yup.
Two retros. You know what happens when you bring two retros together, man.
Competition is dead. Collaboration is key, man.
I'm telling y'all, it's just a small sample. We got something big coming for y'all, dog.
And it's been something we've been wanting to do when we've been talking about it. And it kind of go back to like what I said. I let work get the best of our project because it's like he ready and I'm like, I got to work today. So you just got to flip the script and you just got to put it into it, you know. And I asked him a question the other day, and I don't know if he want me to say it publicly, but I'm going to say it publicly, is I hire designers to help me design my brand. This project was done by a dude named Don Kelly. I don't know if y'all know him.
From Kansas City?
I think he's from Detroit. But he designed this. He do art by Don Kelly. He do a lot of designs for high-end people. Yeah. And he do good work. I ain't got no issues or complaints with him. He was one of the ones that was about his business. So y'all could also check him out. But I hit bro up. I said, bro, I got an idea. I said, and what was the first thing I said? I said, I'll pay you. Yeah. You know, business is business. I said, would you be interested if I need you to help me create new designs? And what'd you say?
Yeah.
You know, so
instantly.
my whole point to that is we only a couple miles apart. We have similar brands as far as name, but it's okay to work with people, y'all. Yeah, it's okay to work with people. He's more creative than I am. Like I got the ideas of what I might want to do, but I've seen how he's able to put what he wants to put together. You know what I'm saying? So if we could keep the money all in one circle, don't be afraid to work with your people neither. Don't be afraid. Everything is not about competition. Now, if we wanted to do a friendly competition on something like a retro on retro drop, that would be all in a friendly competition. It wouldn't be nothing that I can't fuck with that retro brand because you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop thinking like that shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop thinking like that. So I want to tell you personally, because that was through text and stuff. So I want to tell you personally that I appreciate you just even being interested and willing to do it, you know. And it's all love from me, you know. And I appreciate you having me on. We've been trying to do this for a minute.
For real.
And I'm always the one that let work get the best of it.
Bro,
or whatever.
It's been work.
Weather. That snow came.
A snowstorm, bro. It's been all type of shit, man.
Yeah.
But like,
So
we happy that, you know what I'm saying, you finally got to come on
to
the store.
Yeah.
And we clear the air. Like you said, it's 2 retro brands.
2 retro brands.
And
It's
y'all
all
can work.
things retro, and it's retro worldwide.
Hey, y'all can work both of them.
Y'all can work both of them.
Man.
I wear both of them.
Literally.
Literally.
It's all good, y'all. Like I say, man, we appreciate it. Y'all see the drop.
We got the collab coming, so y'all stay tuned for that. And we gonna work, and we gonna work.